A pleasant good Monday evening to you from Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts, the home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. We are here, home of the Worcester Red Sox, where the Wareham Gatemen are playing in minor league ballpark tonight, taking on the Bourne Braves. Cade Crenshaw, Ezeir, Foley with you this evening on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. Cam, there's plenty of excitement in the air. I know just talking to a few players in the pregame during batting practice how excited they were, because not everyone will get the opportunity to play in minor league ballpark, especially one of this magnitude at the AAA level.
A new ballpark as well. It's really exciting to see a ballpark in Worcester, Mass, and it's been like this for a couple of years after the Worcester Red Sox moved over from Pawtucket. But yeah, another really interesting thing of note, only 4 teams on the Cape will be able to play in a minor league ballpark. Hyannis and YD played at Dunkin' Donuts Park, the home of the Hartford Yard Goats, just last week. So for Wareham to have an opportunity like this, really, really special.
Polar Park just opened May of last year, so this is still a brand new infant in terms of minor league ballparks. And well, the Gatemen, they're hoping to turn things around tonight at a new venue with a couple days off. Yesterday, a scheduled off day. Look back Saturday, that was the 2022 CCBL All-Star Game, which was hosted at Spillane Field. That was an incredible event. We've got plenty of stories to share with you from Saturday's festivities. The Gatemen, meanwhile, you have to go all the way back to July the 10th. That's 15 days ago to find their last win. The Gatemen 0-7-3 in their last 10 games. Cam, tonight in a minor league ballpark, maybe a change of scenery can do this team some good, taking on a very familiar opponent, Bourne, the 6th time this year.
We'll see what happens. It's a Wareham team, and Cade, you and I were talking about it prior to this pregame show. I think this is the best lineup that Wareham has thrown out this season. We'll break that down later, but you're right. New scenery, a new situation against a really familiar team. I think it's actually a positive for a Gateman group that has seen Bourne so many times. They've seen what they're made of. We've seen 3 ties, 2 losses to the Bourne Braves, so I think that a change of scenery could result in a change of fortune.
Bourne steps in 16-14-6 on the year. The Gatemen 11-19-6. They meet tonight for the 6th and final time on the 2022 Cape Cod Baseball League regular season. We've got pregame conversations, starting lineups, national anthem, and of course, first pitch from the Cape Cod Classic at Polar Park, all coming up for you right here on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Each and every game here at Spillane Field is made possible by our sponsors. Let's take a moment to recognize Gateway Tavern, Coastal Orthodontics, Fairway Financial, Joanne Stevenson, Sullivan Wine and Spirits, Deb Levesque Massage Therapy, the Law Office of Mark Deshays, Office Technology Group, J&M Baseball Academy, South Coast Health, Minkle Boys Catering, 80 Makepeace, Reed Custom Soils, Soft as a Grape, Bay Motor Inn, Point Sign, Wareham, Sipicon and Dartmouth Week, Cranberry Self-Storage, Village Signs, the Law Office of Lang, Exaferris and Bullard, Reedy, Kiernan and McNally LLP, Robertson's GMC, Effie's Homemade, Wareham Country Market, the Wareham House of Pizza, Robbery's Tree Service, Patty Wild, Onset Bay Association, Select PT, El Mariachi, Water Whiz, and Cool Cone. Thank you once again to our sponsors of your Wareham Gatemen.
Tonight to throw out the first pitch, we have Dan Flynn.
Back at Polar Park, Worcester, Massachusetts, the Gatemen just a few minutes away from first pitch, 10 to be exact, with a 6:45 start time this evening. The Gatemen taking on the Bourne Braves at the home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. Cade Crenshaw, Ezeir, Claire Foley with you tonight on what has turned out to be a very beautiful Monday evening. We had tons of thunderstorms and rain and just weather that no one involved in this game wanted to see forecast earlier this afternoon, but thankfully the skies have cleared, the sun has come out, and it's a great time for baseball. We'll pause for the national anthem. Back with you in the booth, and as we continue our countdown to first pitch, let's take a break and send it over to our Claire Foley, where she sat down with one of the Gateman's all-star selections from this season, and Ryan Campos. Claire?
Thanks, guys. Here with Ryan Campos. Ryan, you and Max were representing Wareham at the All-Star game the other day. What was that experience like for you guys?
It was a lot of fun. It was cool to go with Max. Max is a great guy, so it was cool to kind of share with him. And, I got to meet some good people, some other teams, just kind of be a sponge, just try to learn as much as I can in a short amount of time. And obviously the game was a blast, so, overall it was a great time.
And we saw that picture that Harrison took of you, nothing but smiles as you were coming over to home plate.
Yeah.
What was it like bonding with the other guys, too, especially during the home run derby? Everyone was really getting into it, so what was that like? You guys are opponents normally every other day, but coming together like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Kind of like I previously said, it was cool to kind of learn from all those guys, obviously a bunch of great players, so just try to learn as much as I can and just kind of get to know them a little bit. So, I was having a blast out there. It was a lot of fun for sure. And
so now just about a week left in the regular season. What do you guys need to do to turn around after a couple rough few weeks? Yeah,
it's baseball, like loss is going to happen. Just got to, just stick with it, try to all do our individual jobs. At the end of the day, that's all you can hope for. So, it's baseball. It's a tough game. Everyone in the league is good. So, we're just trying to enjoy every moment. Whether our season ends next week or we're fortunate enough to get a couple more games in. I've loved every second with this team, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Yeah, of course.
And thank you, Claire. That was a great conversation with Ryan Campos, one of two Gatemen that got to appear in this year's All-Star game alongside Max Anderson. And, well, Cam, as we bring you tonight's starting lineups, an early preview for the Gatemen, Campos is in that leadoff spot yet again, a spot he's been quite familiar with.
Yeah, Ryan Campos is one of those players that you can be uber confident he'll get on the base paths. He's one of the leaders on this team in walks. He has over 20 knocks on the season. The Arizona State Stun Devil is a mainstay on this team.
Let's take a look at the Bourne Braves this evening. Scott Landers, in his first season managing the Braves, they enter with a 16-14-6 record on the year. And their starting lineups, Cameron Ezeir.
Third in the West are the Bourne Braves, so solidified in that playoff spot. We'll see how things round out with 8 games to go. Bryce Eblin leading things off, the designated hitter out of Alabama. Then it's Mac Horvath, the North Carolina Tar Heel, who's in center field batting second. Matt Shaw batting third. I think both of us can confidently say he is our MVP candidate right now. He leads the Cape in batting average. He's playing second. In the cleanup spot is Evan Slight, the left fielder out of Rutgers. His collegiate teammate is batting one behind him at fifth. The first baseman, Chris Brito. Then it's Carson Jones, the right fielder, batting sixth. John Peck, the shortstop out of Pepperdine, batting seventh for Scott Landers and company. Rounding things out is Ryan Enos, the third baseman, and then Tomas Frick, another North Carolina Tar Heel, the catcher, batting ninth.
Meanwhile, for the Wareham Gatemen, they step in with an 11-19-6 record, as well as 6 ties on the year for the Gatemen, 3 of which came against this Bourne team to start the year, though the Bravos have won each of the last 2 meetings. For the Gatemen team that has not won in nearly 15 days tonight. This is a group that is looking to turn things around, and you're at a ballpark, you're playing up. You're in a AAA stadium. A lot of college players can get excited about that. This is a great opportunity for your family and friends to come and watch and make great memories. And Cam, I look at tonight's Gatemen lineup, and I'm excited to see this Gatemen lineup put together. I think it's one of the best of the summer. Here it is, batting leadoff and catching will be Ryan Campos. In the 2-hole, the second baseman, Max Anderson. Third and fourth is fielded by Chase Davis in center and Owen Diodati in right. Brian Morrell bats fifth as the designated hitter. It's Blake Wright, the shortstop, batting sixth. Carter Graham will play first and bat seventh. Derek Fabian and Will Rogers round out the 8 and 9 hole with Fabian at third and Rogers in left. The Gatemen have taken the field defensively, which means Will Coger has taken the bump for the Gatemen tonight. His 8th appearance, but just his first start on the year for the 6'2", 195-pound right-handed sophomore out of Louisville. On the season for Coger, an 0-1 record across 17 and a third innings pitched. He surrendered 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 of which were earned, with 10 walks, 15 strikeouts, and a 3.12 ERA. Cam tonight for Will Koger, just making his first start. This is a player who started out the summer rocking a 12-inning scoreless streak before finally faltering across his last couple outings, including his latest against Bourne just last week.
Wareham is relying on a lot of the preseason bullpen guys to take the reins as the starters. Will Koger is one of those players that loves to work with his fastball low and his breaking ball outside. If he can control his pitches today, I think he'll have a lot of success against Bourne. Unfortunately, Wareham's pitching staff ranks dead last in a lot of categories, whether it be ERA, whip, opposing batting average, but you never know. With 8 games to go, fresh off the All-Star break, Will Koger could be that spark plug for the Gatemen.
Koger on the bump. Meanwhile, across the way, it'll be Cade Boxrocker, his 6th start of the year for the Bourne Braves, and he's been hot as of late. A 12-inning active scoreless streak for the Campbell University right-hander. And really, it's been stout, and it started against the Gatemen just a little while back in early July. All of that more coming up. We give you the makeup of tonight's ballpark. It is 320 to right and left field corners, 403 straightaway center field, a symmetrical ballpark nearly all the way around, 370 to right center, 399 to left center, and it has a beautiful view for us here from the broadcast booth. The town of Worcester, the landscape just carrying itself over into the distance, signage all around the outfield walls, including an electronic scoreboard in both right field and left field. Cam, so much to appreciate, so much to take in here tonight.
You know what I love? They have the Worcester wall out in right, which is eerily similar to, well, I wouldn't say eerily similar, but somewhat similar to the Green Monster, which is an ode to the big league team. I love that portion of this ballpark.
Bryce Eblin is in the batter's box to the left side. Koger towing the rubber. Eblin, the designated hitter out of Alabama, set to lead things off. 224 hitter. Koger set. Turns and fires the first pitch. Fastball misses off the plate at 92, count 1-0. Start time, 6:44 p.m. Koger, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one, cut on the outer half. Back-to-back fastballs from Koger to get things underway.
Looks good. Talked about that fastball low. He also likes to work it on that outside corner against lefties.
Base is empty, no outs, top first. 1-1 to Eblin. Swing and a miss, strike two. Fastball, inner half. Koger had gone outside. That time he gets closer to the lefty hitter. And he's ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Train rolling by the distance of left center field. Koger looking for his first strikeout tonight, 16th of the season. The 1-2 punch. Cut on and missed. Put it in the books. That's the first out in tonight's game. 1 away in the top of the first, no score.
How about Will Koger? He works to that outside corner on all of those pitches, gets Bryce Eblin swinging. He leaked that one more inside, and Will Koger's up to 16 strikeouts on the season.
A terrific start for Koger. He looks to be leaning heavy on the fastball, which he does nearly just 40% of the time. He's a 3-pitch mixed guy, fastball, curveball, change, but so far it's been heavy fastball. The first pitch to Horvath. Change-up, misses upstairs, count 1-0. For Horvath, a center fielder out of North Carolina, 268 average on the summer for Bourne. He does have 4 home runs. There is power in the bat of Horvath. One of those 4 came against the Gatemen. The 1-0, up and in on the righty hitter for ball 2. Fastball missed letter high. Base is empty. 1 away. The 2-0. Fastball stays elevated for ball 3. Koger had the fastball command working early against Eblin. So far, it's slipped against Horvath. That home run against the Gatemen came in the 4th meeting of the summer between the two out of their 5 previous. A 2-run blast at Doran Park. Koger trying to battle back. 3-0 pitch. Fastball low and in, misses for ball 4. 1 strikeout, now 1 walk issued from Will Coger. Horvath will take first base with 1 out. In the top of the first, still no score to bring up Matt Shaw.
Now, Cade, one of the gripes on Will Coger's game is his ability to walk guys, which is something you never want. That's now 11 on the season for player Matt Horvath. He's now been walked 4 times.
Shaw, an early MVP candidate for the Cape League, a .378 hitter. 5 home runs, 19 driven in. Incredible summer for the Maryland Terrapin. Righty on righty, the man on at first. First pitch. Fastball, called strike on the outer edge.
Now, Cade, I will say I love the train rolling by. It stopped for a second while maybe loading up some cargo, but I love the scenery, I love the sounds, and we're getting it on a day with America's pastime in front of us.
Shaw out of the 3-hole. Has Horvath on at first with 1 away. Still no score. Coger comes set at the letters, deals the 0-1. Runner goes. Changeup missed off the plate. Throw down to second base. Tag not in time. Stolen bag for Mac Horvath. Number 8 on the summer for him. Counts even at 1 apiece to Shaw.
Got a good jump off of first. Wareham allows the most stolen bags to opposing teams this season on the Cape. It showed there with the slow delivery from Coger.
1 ball, 1 strike to Shaw with a runner in scoring position. The 1-1 pitch. Off the plate and away. Curveball doused outside. Ball 2. Bourne Braves now in prime striking position to put the first run on the board tonight. Horvath, a walk and a stolen bag, stands at second. 1 away, top first. 2-1 offering. Fastball grounded to Anderson at second base. On a couple hops, he'll throw to first in time. 2 outs in the inning. Meanwhile, Horvath will sprint his way to third.
How about the Gateman's ability to shut down Matt Shaw for a player that dominated them the first couple matchups? A couple games ago, the Wareham Gateman held Matt Shaw hitless, and today, doing a really good job off the fingertips of Will Coger, keeping him on the ground.
That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Evan Slight, the left fielder from Rutgers. Righty on lefty as Horvath begins to take a few steps off third base. Bourne's first run stands 90 feet from home. Coger comes set, the 2-out toss. Changeup cut on and missed, outer edge. Count 0-1. Runner at third, 2 away in the top of the first, still no score. Coger, the 0-1 to the lefty. Swing and a miss, threw a changeup yet again. That one left outside and in the lower half of the zone, away from Slight again. Something in the scouting report says that Coger will favor the changeup against Slight. He's thrown him 2. For the first 3 batters he faced, he threw 1 changeup pitch combined. Had leaned heavy fastball. The 0-2 punch. Grounded foul off the plate and back onto the infield grass. Coger will pick it up there. Count remains 0-2. Great crowd on hand tonight. Not too many seats are empty here at Polar Park. Horvath at third. 2 away in the top of the first. Coger comes set at the letters. Deals the 0-2. Fastball missed outside. Ball 1. Trying to see if Slight may give some chase on the out pitch. Coger looking for a scoreless first inning. A right-hander from Louisville. Sends home the 1-2. In the air, up the middle, base hit. Coming home to score is Horvath. Holding up at first is Evan Slight, and it's an RBI single as Bourne takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the first.
Cade, 21 straight games for Evan Slight on base. That streak just continues to continue for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. What a great job for the Massachusetts native.
And Slight just picks up where he left off for the month of July. Over 400 for the batting average for Evan Slight this month compared to 277, which isn't too shabby in June. He stands at first for Chris Brito. His Rutgers teammate at the plate. Righty on righty. 1 aboard, 2 away. The pitch. Fastball stays outside, but is called a strike. Just clipping the outer edge. Brito, great summer he's had. 256 hitter, 4 long balls. He's driven in 20. Bourne leading by a run. 0-1. Curveball dots the outer edge for strike 2. Coger looking for that third out. He had Slight on an 0-2 count before he connected on a ground ball back up the middle to drive in Horvath in third. 0-2 offering from Coger. Fastball up and away. Campos tried to frame and paint the opposite half of the plate, but our home plate umpire, Bobby Johnson, wouldn't go for it. And that's ball 1. That train still rolling by. It could be a mile long for all I know. Wind rolling out from home plate towards right center field. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3 right down Broadway. Could have rolled a parade behind it. Brito goes down looking. A pair of strikeouts for Will Coger in the first, but Bourne takes a 1-0 lead on a Slight RBI hit. We go to the bottom of the first, and our first look at the Gateman offense when we return to the Gateman Broadcast Network.
We appreciate and thank the sponsors who support the Cape League and the 10 teams. Our corporate sponsors are the financial backbone of the league. It is with their support that we are able to preserve our long-standing tradition of providing the best family entertainment here on Cape Cod, free of charge. On behalf of the 9 other teams, the Wareham Gatemen, league officers, and the entire Cape League family, we would like to announce and thank our 2022 corporate sponsors. With much appreciation, we recognize the Yawkey Foundation, Gibson Sotheby's, Curry College, the 99 Restaurants, Coca-Cola Bottling of Cape Cod, Badger Sport, Zephyr Hats, Cape Cod 5 Cents Saving Bank, Milton Cat, Mosquito Marys, Massachusetts State Lottery. We will be back to you in the next inning for the second half of this outstanding list of loyal sponsors.
We make our way into the bottom of the first inning tonight from the Cape Cod Classic at Polar Park. The Gatemen and the Bourne Braves facing off, and the Braves have taken an early 1-0 lead. Evan Slight's RBI single in the first drove in Matt Horvath to give the Bravos an early 1-0 start. Meanwhile, tonight for the Wareham Gatemen, they're starting 9. Campos, Anderson, Davis, Diodati in the cleanup spot. Brian Morrell will bat 5th with Wright and Graham in the 6 and 7 holes. Derek Fabian and Will Rogers rounding out the order. They'll work against Cade Boxrocker, 6'2", 190-pound right-handed junior out of Campbell University, and Boxrocker has been so far great this summer. 5 appearances, all have been starts with 20 innings pitched, 14 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 10 walks, and 15 strikeouts, a 1.80 ERA. But Kim, he steps into today's ball game riding a 12-inning scoreless streak, which includes each of his last 2 starts.
Watch out for how he sequences his breaking ball within his fastball pitch. From what I've seen from him when he pitched against the Gatemen, his fastball is his best pitch, but I'm interested to see how he mixes in the breaking ball.
Ryan Campos to lead things off for the Gatemen. It's righty on lefty. Campos, fresh off an appearance in the All-Star game on Saturday. He digs in, back foot just along the back chalk. First pitch, fastball stays outside. Count 1-0. I go back on that scoreless inning streak, Cam, and it started against the Gatemen on July the 3rd. The last run given up was off of a Ryan Campos 2 RBI single. 1-0, fastball across the lower half, called strike 1 on Campos. Count even at 1 apiece.
You really have to watch out for Bourne. They propelled themselves top half of the Cape in ERA.
Righty on lefty. Boxrucker, the 1-1. Fastball stays low over the heart of the plate for ball 2.
Really have to watch out for the velocity on Boxrucker's pitches. He sits low 90 on the fastball, will be in the mid 80 range on that breaking ball.
Slider and a change mixed in with the heater. 2-1 offering to Campos. Change up and in. That's ball 3. Gateman trying to put the tying run on the base pass, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Boxrucker comes set of the belt. 3-1 pitch. Line drive down the third base line. Fair ball. Bouncing off of foul territory fencing. Campos hightails it into second. He slides in safely. It's a leadoff double for Mr. All-Star.
Base knock number 21 for Ryan Campos. More importantly, his second double of the season. He's known for his speed, but not really for putting the ball in play that would allow him to notch an extra base hit. There, found the perfect spot right past the glove of Enos over at third.
The tying run stands at second base for Max Anderson. The Nebraska Cornhusker looks on righty matchup. Boxrucker with a runner aboard comes home. Fastball in the dirt. Good stoppage from Frick. Count 1-0. Could the Gatemen end that scoreless streak that Boxrucker has over 12 innings here in the first? That'd be a great way to start this game. The 1-0 offering. Up and away. Change up off the plate, and that's ball 2. Campos at second for his fellow All-Star companion in Max Anderson. 288 hitter. He's driven in 14, trying to make it 15. Bring Campos in from scoring position and tie this game up. 2-0 pitch. Hit in the air to right. Backing up is Jones. He now ranges closer to the line to make the catch. 1 away. Campos will hold up at second. One aboard, 1 away for Chase Davis, the center fielder.
Now batting the center fielder.
Anderson went opposite way.
Chase Davis.
Couldn't quite get enough under it. It's just 320 to right field, but much like the green monster in Boston, they've got a blue one here that goes a good 50, 60 feet in the air, so that one's going to have some carry under it. It's not just a short right field porch. You've got a lefty hitter at the plate. He'll be looking to go to those seats. Campos at second, the 1-out pitch. Changeup stays inside, a called strike 1, inner half. Count 0-1 to the Arizona Wildcat, Davis. Rain beginning to fall in Worcester. It's a light drizzle as of now, but the coats and ponchos are being brought out by the fans here in attendance.
Cade, all of a sudden, it just started to pour. Dark clouds past that Worcester wall in deep right center. The fans are starting to file toward the concourse. I don't blame them.
Campos stands at second base. Bourne leads 1-0 bottom first. With 1 out, the 0-1 pitch to Davis. Off the plate and away. Even the count.
Now, Cade, to give more insight on the forecast, we were expecting inclement weather prior to the 6:45 start. Now it's picked up as expected. 7, 8 o'clock. It's supposed to come down heavy just for a little bit and then pass by.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. Davis fouls it back behind home plate and onto the roof, the press box. Right now in Worcester, it's 84 degrees. You're working with some humidity as well, 60% humidity in the air. But we are under a severe thunderstorm watch for Worcester County. You look deep into the skies of right field, and it's pretty dark back there. That's Worcester blue skies. Navy clouds. Now the 1-2 pitch to Davis with Campos at second and one away. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Went in along the belt of Davis to even the count at 2 apiece.
I talked about how these dark clouds would most likely pass by. They've sort of done that so far. It was a downpour, and now it's a slight drizzle.
Not really any rain you would notice from our vantage point. Sun peering down from up above. 2-2 pitch. Davis, liner out of play, third base side. We'll see it again. And how about that? A hello from the train conductor along the left field line. The second train we've seen now. Bourne leads 1-0 for those just joining us in the bottom of the first. Campos, a leadoff double. He remains at second with 1 away. Chase Davis at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3. Doing his best Picasso, Boxrucker paints the outer edge to retire Davis. That's the first strikeout of the night for Boxrucker and his 16th of the summer.
He froze Chase Davis. He thought it was tailing on that outside right beyond the strike zone. Instead, just clipped that outside corner.
That'll bring up Owen Diodati, the right fielder out of Oregon. Campos at second, 2 away. Righty on lefty. Boxrucker deals. Breaking ball just dots the inside corner. 0-1 on Diodati. Incredible start to the summer for Diodati. Just his 14th game, he's a .359 hitter. 7 RBIs, 2 homers. The 0-1. Fastball stays low and outside to even the count. This is a Gateman team that was no hit through 5 innings at Yarmouth Dennis. Finished the game with 2 hits. You've got a man in scoring position trying to tie this game early against Bourne. No opportunities can be left on the base paths. The 1-1 to Diodati. Fastball called, strike 2. Outer half of the plate. Hoping those severe thunderstorms stay away from Polar Park. Go anywhere else you want in Worcester but here. Campos at second, 2 outs, bottom first. The 1-2. Diodati sees it away. Frick thought he was holding strike 3 in the glove. Had hopped up out of the stance, ready to sprint to the dugout, but home plate umpire Bobby Johnson didn't quite agree. And looking at our replay monitor in the booth, I agree with him. Fastball missed low. Rain continuing to fall, just a light drizzle. And a 2-2 pitch to Diodati. Fastball, tip back foul. 93 miles per hour off the hand of Boxrucker. Count remains 2-2.
Now, Cade, in those severe dark clouds out in deep right center beyond the wall, there is a rainbow that is formed out there. I was wondering when that would happen with the slight drizzle and still sun coming in from the left side.
A beautiful night for baseball, isn't it? Runner at second, 2 away. The 2-2. Diodati looks at strike 3 called outside. A pair of strikeouts ends the first inning for Cade Boxrucker. Meanwhile, the Gateman, Strand Campos at second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We go to the top of the second. We return. Bourne leading 1-0 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, NCAA Division III athletics, and continuing education and graduate studies, including 5th-year master's programs at curry.edu.
the bugs get scary, just call Mosquito Mary's 866 Ask Mary or visit us at mosquitomarys.com.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to be a sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on a grilled brioche and served hot buttered or just the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. The 99, always the real deal. Back for the top of the second inning. Bourne leads 1-0 over the Wareham Gatemen. For Bourne at 6, 7, 8 due up in the order. That's Jones, Peck, and Enos. For Will Koger, well, he started out the first inning strong. Struck out one, but then walked a batter. Horvath would steal second, and then advanced to third on a ground out before he was brought in from Evan Slight, picking up the RBI and extending his on-base streak to 21 games here tonight. For Carson Jones, the right fielder out of Virginia Tech, he'll step up to the plate. 205 hitter on the Cape. Limited action. He's only been on the Cape for 2 weeks with Bourne. One home run. He's driven in 9 in that span. He leads off the top of the second. It's righty on lefty as we get things underway with the bases empty and no outs. Koger, right-hander, turns and deals. First pitch, fastball lifted in the air, left center field, ranging on it is Davis. He dives and makes the catch. Superman style is Chase Davis, one away in the top of the second.
Such a luxury if you're a Wareham Gateman fan. You've seen time and time again that is a part of Chase Davis's game ever since he was put out there in center field and plugged in at that position. He's been the best defensive outfielder on this team, and it shows each and every game.
One away for John Peck. Shortstop from Pepperdine. 7, 8, 9 in the Bourne order, all righties. Koger, first pitch. Fastball, called strike one over the heart of the plate. Koger, the 0-1. Off speed, called strike two, top of the zone. Right down the middle yet again. Not sure what Peck's looking for. He's seen fastball and change right where hitters are looking for. 198 hitter on the Cape. Ground ball, third base side. Fabian on one hop. Throws it across. Close play, but it's just in time. Bourne disagrees, but call stands. That's 2 down in the top of the second. Bourne leading 1-0.
Great play from Derek Fabian, a high hop right in front of home plate, and a crow hop in front of him. Corral threw it over to first just in time to get the speedy John Peck.
2 away. Now to bring up Ryan Enos, the third baseman from East Tennessee State. First pitch to the righty. He shows bunt, but fouls it off his own body as he was sprinting up the baseline. Now 0-1. Enos out of the SoCon. 167 hitter, just his 5th game of the summer. Koger peering in, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The 0-1. Change up, laid off from Enos as it missed low and outside to even the count.
Cade, I love the story on Ryan Enos, one of the best players out of Oswego State, a Division III school, and now making the move to East Tennessee State.
Koger, the 1-1 pitch. Chopper back to the mound. On a few hops, Koger fields it, throws it across in time. Graham to make the catch and retire the side. 1-2-3 frame for Will Koger, and we go to the bottom of the second. Bourne still leads 1-0 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gateman and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
The Gateway Tavern, located on Marion Road in Wareham, offers an extensive but not exhaustive array of menu choices. They search for the finest in foods, ranging from garden fresh produce to hand-selected seafood, and have special menus that change daily. The Gateway Tavern is proud to be the official helmet of the Wareham Gateman.
For sales and rentals of Caterpillar machinery, generators, and marine engines, visit MiltonCat.com. Your area cat dealer. Milton Cat, the Cape and Islands Caterpillar dealer, is proud to be a sponsor of today's game.
Back at Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts, we go to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Brian Morrell, Blake Wright, and Carter Graham due up for the Gatemen as the Bourne Braves lead it 1-0. An Evan Slight RBI single in the first has been the only run driven in tonight. For the Gatemen, well, they had a great opportunity and just could not capitalize. Ryan Campos leadoff double for the bottom of the first frame, but a fly out and a pair of strikeouts looking into the inning. Campos was stranded at second. Brian Morrell, the designated hitter out of Hofstra, to step in. Righty hitter is Morrell. Just his third game. He's 2 for 7 to start out. That's a .285 average. Righty on righty. Boxrucker comes home. Swinging through a fastball is Morrell for strike one. Senior out of Hofstra. New York native. Boxrucker, the 0-1. Fastball called strike two, inside edge. Right-hander on the bump. Extended that scoreless inning streak to 13 with a 0 in the first. 0-2 pitch. Morrell, ground ball to short. Peck on a few hops, takes a few steps in, throws in time. One away. Bottom second. Bourne leads 1-0.
Boxrucker's doing a great job picking out his spots on that fastball, and most of the time working that inside corner to jam up hitters, also working a bit high as well, and allowing his defenders behind him to do the job.
Here's Blake Wright, Clemson shortstop, batting out of the 6th spot. Righty on righty. Boxrucker deals. First pitch grounded to Peck at short again. On one hop, throws across, 2 away. A first pitch swing from Blake Wright. That's 2 outs in the bottom of the second. The Braves still leading by a run. To bring up Carter Graham, Stanford first baseman. We did not see, except for one plate appearance against Yarmouth Dennis. Was used as a pinch hitter, went 0 for 1. A 2-out pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0.
I wonder if an environment like this is better for a player in Carter Graham who strived in the spring at Stanford and in the regionals.
Second team All-American for the Cardinal. 1-0, grounded to third. Enos is there. His throw to Brito in the glove. That's the 3rd out. A pair of groundouts and not too many pitches for Cade Boxrucker. Just 8 in that frame. We go to the top of the 3rd. Bourne leads 1-0 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
We want our money to work as hard for us when we retire as we did working to accumulate it. My name is Steve Anzoni, and I am president of Fairway Financial Insurance Agency. money is just a tool to help you to do what you ultimately want to do, which is to travel, spend time with your kids, grandkids, and do other stuff. And I want to be the guy that's going to help you navigate the course of life, to help you avoid those sand traps and get you onto the green and into the hole with greater financial confidence.
Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
Bourne holding strong. A 1-0 lead for the Braves as we make our way into the top of the third. Cade Crenshaw joined alongside Cameron Ezeir and Claire Foley down on the sidelines for us tonight at the Cape Cod Classic at Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts, home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox and the Worcester Red Sox. That'll bring up Tomas Frick, Bryce Eblin, and Matt Horvath in the Bourne Braves order. Frick, 9-hole hitter out of North Carolina. It's righty on righty. Koger peering in. Pitched a 1-2-3 frame in the second. First pitch of the third, hitting the air to right field, ranging on his Diodati. It falls at his feet and gets past his glove. It rolls all the way to the wall. Frick rounding first, sprinting around second. He's looking for three. Diodati just now getting the throw in from the warning track, and held up at third is Tomas Frick. The Bourne Braves lead off the third inning by getting a man all the way around to third.
Wow, and it's a player in Tomas Frick who hasn't had any success this season. Good fortune on a single that one hopped the glove of Owen Diodati, got under it. A player in Tomas Frick, 3 for 34 on the year, but he gets the benefit of a misplay in right.
And that is ruled a triple for Frick, his first of the summer. Righty on lefty, back at the top for Eblin, who's 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch with a runner at third, no outs. Fastball off the plate, 1-0. Eblin struck out swinging in the first, 1 of 2 to Koger's credit. Definitely not the start of the third inning he was looking for. And I'm honestly surprised, Cam, that was not a single with a 2-base error on Diodati. Frick at third, no outs. 1-0 pitch to Eblin. Cut on and missed. Fastball, outer edge, count even at 1 apiece.
Now, Cade, I thought it was a triple because it didn't get any part of the glove of Diodati. It went under his glove. He just misplayed it on the steps rather than fumbling it. So, at first glance, I thought it was a triple.
One pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs for strike 2. Eblin, a rising junior for the Crimson Tide, native of Greenwood, Indiana. Tonight his 30th game for the Braves. Koger set with Frick at third. No outs, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Curveball, inner half. Eblin couldn't connect. That's 1 out. In the top of the third, Braves leading 1-0. The third strikeout of the evening for Will Koger.
Second time he's gotten Bryce Eblin swinging, has his number at the top of the order. Now you just have to work behind Mac Horvath and even Evan Slight in the 4-hole, because those two have gotten on base.
Here's Mac Horvath, the center fielder from North Carolina. Walked in the first. The only walk issued out from Koger. Frick at third with 1 away. Koger comes home and gets past Campos. Jogging home is Frick. It's 2-0 Bourne in the top of the third.
What you have to worry about with only 1 out and a ball that could possibly get by the scurrying hands of Ryan Campos These two haven't played a whole lot together in Campos and Coger, knowing that Will usually comes out of the bullpen in an early situation in the game. That's positive for the Braves.
Bases cleared following the pass ball. It's 2-0 Braves. Top third inning, 1 out, and the 1-0 pitch to Horvath. Fastball misses letter high. Ball 2. Coger, 2-0 pitch. Fastball stays up. That's ball 3. Frick, a leadoff triple as it was ruled into the right center field gap. Came home to score moments ago on the pass ball. 3-0 pitch, fouled away. Back up and over the first base side. Coger peering in. The right-hander offers up the 3-1 pitch. Found in the netting behind home plate for strike 2. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Bourne. Nothing on 1 hit for the Gatemen. They've also had a clean defensive game. Payoff pitch to Horvath. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball left away. Horvath gave chase. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Will Coger. Make it 4 tonight.
Will Coger worked outside a lot on Mac Horvath back in the first. It elicited a walk because Coger couldn't find his spots. Able to do it on back-to-back pitches. Horvath goes down swinging. Huge spot for a player in Will Coger that just watched the second run get scratched across.
That'll bring up Matt Shaw with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch to the righty hitter. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A fastball left up. Shaw grounded out in the first inning to second base. Brings his Cape League average down to a mere .375 on the summer. He's an early MVP candidate. The 0-1. Line drive out of play. Up and over first base grandstand. Bourne leading by a pair in the top of the third inning tonight at the Cape Cod Classic at Polar Park. Coger with his right foot all the way to the right of the rubber. And the 0-2 offering. Fouled off the mask of Campos by Shaw as he stays alive on 2 strikes.
Always wonder how much that stinks. I would never want a ball to hit off my face mask. Campos seems to be okay. He's smiling, still chewing his gum. I feel like if I was behind the dish and that ball hit me in the face mask, I'd be down for the count for a good 1 to 2 weeks.
Not easy being behind the plate. You're going to take a beating in more games than not. Always one of the toughest players in every locker room is the catcher. 0-2 punch to Shaw. Bounced in. A check swing. First base umpire Sparky Burns says that Shaw went, and that will end the inning. Well, after a leadoff triple from Tomas Frick, he scored on a wild pitch. Meanwhile, Coger would bounce back and strike out the next 3 batters faced to bring his total tonight to 5. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 Braves on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Back for the bottom of the third, Derek Fabian at the plate. Righty on righty, first pitch, fastball outside, count 1-0. Bourne leads 2-0 from Polar Park tonight in Worcester, Mass. Scrapped across the second run in the third moments ago. Frick scored on a wild pitch. 1-0 offering to Fabian. Fastball grounded foul off the plate and off his own body to even the count. You go back a couple days ago, the Gatemen's last outing against Yarmouth Dennis on the road. Well, the Gatemen are being no-hit through 5 innings. That was until Derek Fabian stepped up and connected on his first home run of the summer, a solo blast out to left center. Rocked off the scoreboard at Red Wilson. Counts 1-1, the pitch from Boxrucker. Fastball swung through and missed for strike 2. Campbell, right-hander, has allowed just 1 hit to the Gatemen, and that was to the first batter he faced in Campos. He's retired 6 in a row. That includes a pair of strikeouts. Bases clear, no outs. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Make it 3 strikeouts this evening for Boxrucker. That's 1 down as he retires Fabian at the bottom of the third.
First by the swinging variety as well. Cade Boxrucker, his worst outing of the season, ironically was against the Gatemen, in which he gave up 2 earned runs, the most in any outing. Today, Cade's stuff is electric.
It really is. As he'll face Will Rogers, the left fielder out of Arizona State. Righty on righty, first pitch with 1 out. Rock to center field, backing up his Horvath. He'll now camp his feet, and in his glove is out number 2. Back to the top of the order for Campos. Cam, earlier today had the chance to speak with Scott Landers, manager of the Bourne Braves in his first season. And it says, how would you describe Cade Boxrucker? He simply said the most underrated pitcher on our staff. Not enough people talk about this guy. He wasn't selected for the All-Star game for an unknown reason. He's a 1.80 ERA with over 20 innings pitched. He thought he was a snub, but it's pretty special for your manager to call you the most underrated pitcher on the staff. First throw to Ryan Campos misses outside, and it's a 1-0 count. The leadoff hitter, 1 for 1 tonight, doubled back in the first. The only hit allowed to date from Boxrucker. 1-0 offer. The lefty hitter sees it outside, ball 2. We had rain earlier on, but it was gone just as quick as it arrived. Wind still remains from home plate out to right center field. Righty on lefty. 2-0 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, ball 3. Base is empty. 2 outs, bottom third. Bourne leading by a pair. .3-0 pitch. Campos sees it letter high for ball 4. First walk issued out tonight from Boxrucker.
Now batting second baseman from Nebraska.
He's allowed 2 base
15,
runners
Max
in this game. Both have been
Anderson.
Ryan Campos. 1 aboard, 2 away. That'll bring up Max Anderson, the second baseman from Nebraska. Flew out to right field in his first plate appearance in the first inning. Boxrucker leans over his left shoulder to look at the runner. Now comes home. 2-out pitch, fastball in the dirt, ball 1. Still a warm one, though, even with that rain leaving the ballpark. 78 degrees in Worcester. 1-0 offered. Fastball tails away. Ball 2. A time now called from Bourne. On his way out for a mound visit, the Braves pitching coach. The Braves leading 2-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Some activity starting to stir around in the Braves' pen. Although so far, you haven't really seen anything of concern for Cade Boxrucker. He's been phenomenal. Prior to that walk to Ryan Campos, he had retired 8 in a row, including 3 strikeouts. He's allowed just 1 hit through 2 2/3.
But I like that Brad Cook went out to talk to him, the Braves pitching coach. The smart move. You know, Boxrucker is dealing right now, but he just allowed a base runner, his first since back in the 1st inning, to Ryan Campos, and you're up against the most dangerous hitter on this team in Max Anderson. Settle him down a bit.
Braves leading 2-0. Campos at first with Anderson at the plate. The 2-0 pitch. Put on the ground towards Peck. It's short. He'll flip to second for 1. Shaw makes the catch for the fielder's choice to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left aboard. Bourne leads by a pair as we go to the top of the 3rd. We come back on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Reed Custom Soils is New England's leading provider of lightweight planting soil for green roof installations and is the exclusive New England supplier of stabilized stone dust. Reed Custom Soils services over 300 golf courses and provides unique blends to fit your needs, all by experienced precision blenders. To learn more about how Reed Custom Soils can serve you, call toll-free 1-800-924-5335 or head to reedcustomsoils.com.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod, so even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
Want your daily dose of news? Lucky for you, Wareham, Sipicon, and now Dartmouth Week has you covered. Whether you live in Wareham or in the surrounding areas, you can count on up-to-date news on sports, schools, and even the fine arts, courtesy of the partnership between Wareham, Sipicon, and Dartmouth Week. Head to theweektoday.com and search Wareham, Sipicon, or Dartmouth for more.
Back at Worcester, Massachusetts. Fuller Park this evening for the Cape Cod Classic. Bourne, though, they've started out on the right foot. They lead 2-0 over Wareham, while the Gatemen have tallied just 1 hit. Their first time through the order and through 3 innings. Will Koger remains on the mound for Wareham. He'll work against Evan Slight to lead things off, the left fielder from Rutgers. Koger allowed the second run to come across in the top of the 3rd. Tomas Frick a leadoff triple. He would score on a wild pitch, but Koger would respond well. He struck out the next 3. First pitch to Slight. Line drive, base hit back up the middle. It rolls into center field. Fielding it is Davis, a leadoff single for Evan Slight, a multi-hit night for him.
What a season so far for Evan Slight. Now hit number 31. Adds another single to his resume. And a base knock to lead things off here in the 4th.
Slide on for Brito, first baseman from Rutgers. 0 for 1, struck out looking back in the 1st. 1 of 5 strikeouts to Koger's credit. 1 aboard, no outs, top 4th. Koger comes home. Righty hitter lets the curveball miss in the dirt. Count 1-0. Last throw, the 45th pitch of the night from Coker. Right-hander set. Letter high. Fires the 1-0 pitch. Line drive in the air to right. Diodati racing towards the gap. He won't get there. It's over his head and off the wall. Rounding second. Jockeying into third. Goes Slight. Holding up at second is Brito. It's a stand-up double for Chris Brito. His 7th of the summer. And back-to-back base hits have a pair of runners in scoring position for the Braves in the top of the 4th, who already lead by a pair.
A couple of collegiate teammates getting it done to start off this 4th for the Bourne Braves. A well-hit ball that just trailed away from Diodati. That time there was no chance for Owen to get it. One hopped off the scoreboard there and right.
Eddie Marco, pitching coach for the Gatemen, making his way out to the mound for Coger. We do see over in the Gateman pen along the first base line Jack Sullivan, right-hander from UConn, warming up. To be anxious to see if Marco makes the change here or waits one more batter with Coger. He's allowed a leadoff single to Slight and a double following that from Chris Brito. Runners are at second and third, no outs, with Carson Jones, the right fielder from Virginia Tech, team to step up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. This is an elongated conversation from Marco, though Coger still has the baseball in hand. It looks to be that he will stay in this game, and that is indeed the case. The conference dispersing from the mound. Coger will work with runners at second and third to work against Carson Jones. Virginia Tech Hokie flew out to center field to lead off the top of the second. Slide at third, Brio at second. Bourne leading 2-0 in the top of the 4th. Righty on lefty for Jones, a 200 hitter. Coger comes set. First pitch. Breaking ball, and this is low. Count 1-0.
Interesting goes with the curveball. I think Will Coger needs to solidify his fastball a bit in this late part of his outing. He's nearing 50 pitches after giving up a base hit, a couple of base hits. I think he turns back to the heater.
Runners at second and third. With no outs, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Even the count at 1 apiece from Jones. Went with the curveball again, did Coger. He evens up the count. Jones, 1 home run this summer. That was back last week against Harwich. He's driven in 9, looking to take that into double digits with runners at second and third base and no outs in the top of the 4th. Coger readies and deals the 1-1. Fastball skipped in. Good block from Campos to keep it in front of him. It falls back on the infield grass. Runners remain where they are. That's ball 2. A base hit could potentially double the deficit for the Gatemen. Runners at second and third. Still no outs in the top of the 4th. Coger, he surrendered back-to-back base hits. The 2-1 pitch to Jones. Breaking ball fouled away, first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 6-hole hitter.
This is the point in the outing for Will Coger where he goes deep into his bag of tricks. He's now thrown 4 straight curveballs. You wonder when the arm starts to give out and you hand it over to Sullivan out of the pen.
Coger has only gone 3 innings or more 2 out of his 7 appearances. Went 3 innings against Hyannis, 3 2/3 in his first outing of the summer, also against the Harbor Hawks. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A big first out in the top of the 4th for Will Coger. He retires Carson Jones swinging, make it 6 strikeouts for Will Coger.
Just keeps adding to his season high, which was previously 4. Now this is just elongated outing. Really, really good response from Coger.
One away in the top of the fourth. John Peck, shortstop from Pepperdine. Righty hitter 0 for 1. Grounded out in the second inning. Slide at third, Brito at second. Each reached on base hits. Righty on righty, 1-out pitch. Fastball taken for strike one at 93 miles per hour, right down Broadway. Bourne leading 2-0. Runs scored in the first and third. Now top four, trying to tack on more. Koger's 0-1 pitch. Curveball doused outside. Shuffling over his Campos to keep it in front of him and the runners where they stand. Bourne going for their 17th win of the summer. The Gatemen going for their first win in 15 days. And they're down early. 2-0, the deficit now. A base hit could double it. Runners at second and third. Peck at the plate, a 196 hitter for the summer. Koger comes set, deals the 1-1. Fastball just paints the outer half for a called strike two.
It's a really pretty pitch, 94 miles per hour. Maybe the arm isn't giving out. That's the fastest pitch we've seen from Koger today.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Peck. 1 away as Koger looks to go back-to-back strikeouts and take his total tonight to 7. The 1-2 punch. Outside and away. Left a changeup in the opposite batter's box. Peck did not give chase. The count is evened at 2-2. Campos now will call time to jog out and speak with Koger. Sullivan continues to warm up in the Gateman pen in right. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors for Bourne. Nothing on just 1 hit for the Gatemen, with no errors themselves. For Bourne, a slight led off the inning with a single back up the middle. Brito doubled to the right center field gap. They now stand at second and third. Koger got a big first out of the frame as he struck out Jones swinging. Peck now at the plate in the 2-2 count. Campos back behind the dish. A big spot in this game for Koger. He's given the Gatemen 6 strikeouts tonight from the bump. Can he go number 7 and take away the sacrifice opportunity? 2-2 pitch. Fastball just outside. Didn't miss by much. Count goes full. Koger's giving it all he's got. The highest pitch speeds we've seen tonight, as Cam alluded to that last one, at 94. Typically a fastball that sits 91 to 93. He's putting a little bit more behind it. So I'm sure he understands the magnitude of this moment. 2 runs is a manageable deficit to make up, especially with over 5 innings left to play. More than that, and things can get out of reach. Payoff pitch. Ground ball over to first base. Carter Graham's there. He'll step on the bag himself. 2 outs as Slight comes home from third. Brito advances to third, and it is now 3-0 Bourne in the top of the 4th.
The best you can do if you're Will Koger. I mean, you want to strike him out, but getting weak contact, which allows Carter Graham to step on the bag, you get 1 run to come home. Now with 2 outs, you wipe away the sacrifice position, and it's exactly what you want if you're Koger. You give up that 1 run, but now give yourself an opportunity against Enos.
Brito at third. 2 outs, top 4th. It's 3-0 Bourne. Righty on righty for Ryan Enos. 0 for 1 today. Rounded back to the pitcher in the second. First pitch. Fastball up and inside. Count 1-0.
Interesting to see how Will Koger works against righties. He's been touching laterally across the plate, mostly on that outside corner. We'll see if there's a different approach with that first inside pitch.
Brito stands 90 feet from home. Bourne leads 3-0 with 2 outs, the 1-0. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. Koger comes set, 2-0 pitch. Spiked inside in the dirt, ball 3. After allowing the first 2 to reach on base hits, Koger has retired the next 2 he's faced, but 1 came home on a ground out to score. It's now 3-0 Braves. Peck picking up the RBI as he scored slight. 3-0 offering with a runner at third and 2 down. Fastball taken strike 1, inner half. Braves now scoring in their 3rd inning tonight, in the top of the 4th. The 3-1 pitch from Koger. Fastball away. That'll be ball 4. Second walk issued tonight from the Louisville righty. We'll put him on the corners for 2 outs and bring up the 9-hole hitter, Tomas Frick.
Eddie Marco is staying still in the first base dugout for the Gatemen. I think this is Koger's inning to close.
Frick tripled back in the 3rd inning, his biggest hit of the summer by far. A catcher who had struggled for much of the summer has really turned it on as of late. That triple takes him up to a 114 average. Brito at 3rd, Enos at 1st. On the corners with 2 away, the Braves leading by 3. Righty on righty, Koger comes home. Fastball over hard of the plate, taking strike 1. Can the Braves do more damage in the top of the 4th inning? They've already scored 1, but have Brito at 3rd, opposite side, Enos at 1st. A 1 pitch. Check swing, outer edge. It's a called strike 2 nonetheless. Fastball just dotting the outside corner. Next throw from Koger will be number 65 this evening. Two on, 2 away. Koger just trying to work out of the 4th. Frick, the 9-hole hitter at the plate, top of the order on deck. The 0-2 punch. Runner from first goes. It's a ground ball to Blake right at short. He'll pick it up, throw across to first in time to end the inning. 1 RBI ground out from John Peck makes this a 3-0 Bourne lead, as we'll be back for more Wareham baseball when we return on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile believes that when small towns thrive, America thrives. That's why they're investing billions to bring fast, reliable, and affordable wireless service beyond the big cities to small towns across America. There's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to find out more.
If you or a family member have been hurt at work, don't wait for the insurance company to discontinue your benefits or deny you medical treatment. Get an experienced workers' compensation attorney now before it's too late. The lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP, have been practicing workers' compensation law for many years and are experts in the field of workers' compensation law. Having the advantage of retaining an attorney early on may make all the difference in your case. Know your rights. Be prepared and contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Back for the bottom of the fourth. Bourne leads 3-0. Cade Crenshaw, Cameron Ezeir with you. Cam, we have a monitor here in the booth, and I can't help but mention it's the Nesson broadcast of this evening's game. And, of course, an opportunity that Nesson affords to us broadcasters for the team. As the first pitch of Jace Davis cut on and missed. Fastball outer edge. Count 0-1. A great opportunity that we get afforded when the nights that the teams we broadcast for are represented on their network is they'll let us broadcast for half an inning, which is an incredible opportunity. Box rocker at the letters. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Fastball misses to even the count to Davis, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Gateman trailing 3-0. And just now, we also just got to see our own Claire Foley doing her sideline hit for Nesson, which is, I know, something she's very proud of and excited about. The 1-1, Davis grounds foul. Back over towards the Gateman dugout on the first base side for strike 2. So we can't thank the folks over at Nesson enough for all the opportunities they afford us throughout the summer. Davis struck out looking in the first. Cade Boxrucker remains on the bump, the right-hander out of Campbell. He's allowed just one hit with the Gateman so far. Getting the bottom of the fourth underway. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Making 4 strikeouts tonight for Cade Boxrucker. The second time on Davis. One away, bottom 4.
Right fielder from Oregon, number 14, Owen Diodati.
Nobody on, one away. Bottom 4th, Braves leading by 3 to bring up Owen Diodati. 0 for 1, struck out looking to end the first. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Line drive back to the middle, base hit. Past the outstretched glove, a leaping John Peck at short. It rolls into center field and make it the second hit of the night for the Gatemen. With one away in the bottom of the 4th, Diodati takes first base.
Great contact, barreled a ball. Diodati sent one to center. One player on this team that's been uber consistent all season since he's joined the Gatemen. It's good to see him back in that cleanup spot.
Brian Morrell, the designated hitter from Hofstra, 0 for 1. Grounded out back in the second inning. He's one of the hitters that I'm really excited to watch across the final couple games of the summer. Oh, first pitch. Low and inside. Fastball misses, count 1-0. Diodati on at first. 1 out, bottom 4. Morrell, a player, started out his collegiate career at Notre Dame, spent 2 seasons then at St. John's, and then this spring at Hofstra here in New York. Low 1-0 pitch. Fastball low and in. Ball 2. And you can hear the echoes of pitches hitting gloves in the bullpens. A pitcher from each team warming up for the Gatemen is Jack Sullivan. We would really expect to see once we hit the top of the 5th. A mound visit from Koger. That's when Sullivan started to get going. He's been warming up for quite some time. The 2-0. Spiked in the dirt. It'll get away from Tomas Frick. Diodati takes second on the wild pitch.
It's the Gateman team in the last 4 games have stranded 37 on base. That can't be the common denominator for your demise. Allow the other team to be the reason that you lose games. The Gatemen, they just haven't put it in play, and when they do, it's been weak contact. This is a big spot.
Morrell trying to cut into the deficit. Bourne leads 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. With Diodati at second, 3-0 pitch. Fastball stays up, and it gets past the glove of Frick. It rolls all the way to the backstop. Ball forward to Morrell. Meanwhile, Diodati will take third base on yet another wild pitch. That time it took the glove off the hand of Frick. So he had to run to the backstop with no glove on.
How about Brian Morrell, first base on balls so far this season, and it's just his third game on the Cape.
Second walk issued out by Boxrucker to bring up Blake Wright, Clemson's shortstop, who represents the tying run for Wareham in the bottom of the fourth. Wright looking for his first home run since June the 20th at Chatham. That was over a month ago. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Righty on righty, first pitch. Fastball grounded over to third base. Enos throws to second for 1. No throw is made for 2. As Diodati comes home to score. It's an RBI fielder's choice from Blake Wright. And it's now 3-1 Braves in the bottom of the fourth.
It's all about doing your job. The Gatemen haven't been all too good at that over the past couple of weeks. Hey, yes, an out is recorded, but you get a run across your first of the game. That could spike a little bit of momentum into that dugout.
Blake Wright, the lone base runner left at first for Carter Graham. Stanford first baseman 0 for 1 tonight, rounded out in the second. First pitch. Hit in the air, high drive to right field. Jones ranges to his right to make the catch to end the inning. Well, the Gatemen finally bring their first run of the night across. It's an RBI fielder's choice ground out from Blake Wright. Yet Bourne still leads 3-1. We'll be back for the top of the fifth. We return on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Continuing with our corporate sponsors, we also want to recognize and thank Franklin Sports, Cape Destinations, Sullivan Tire, Highline Cruises, Barnstable Bats, Sunderland Printing, Axis Bats, Cape Space, Christmas Tree Shops, UFOs, T-Mobile, Boston Better Business Bureau, Fairway Financial, Rogers Gray, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
Welcome back in to Polar Park, Worcester, Massachusetts. Cade Crenshaw with you on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. Bourne leads the Gatemen 3-1 as we make our way into the top of the fifth. New face on the mound for Wareham. It's Jack Sullivan, the right-hander out of Yukon, a sophomore at 5'11", 190 pounds for Sullivan. Tonight being his 8th appearance of the summer, he enters with a 1-0 record across 12 innings pitched, surrendering 10 hits with 6 runs allowed, 5 earned, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts. ERA at 3.75. Sullivan, he steps into a ball game that Will Koger exits. Koger in his first start of the summer for the Gatemen really started out strong through 3 innings, then lost a little bit of his touch in the fourth. His final line, 4 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a pair of walks, and a new single game season high in strikeouts of 6. He would face 18 Braves batters. It's 3-0 Bourne, or 3-1 Bourne, as we make our way into the top of the fifth. First run scratch across from the Gatemen from Blake Wright. Moments ago, fielder's choice RBI. He brought in Diodati from third. Well, Sullivan will work against the top of the order for Bryce Eblin, his third plate appearance tonight. Righty on lefty, first pitch. Fly ball in the air, shallow left. Ranging into foul territory, races Derek Fabian. He sticks out the glove, but can't make the grab as he tried to make an over-the-shoulder catch. A long sprint and a long path just for strike one. Eblin this evening 0 for 2. Struck out twice, both swinging. 2 of the 6 to Coger's credit. That was going to be a tough play to make for Fabian, especially in foul territory. He's racing backwards, trying to make the over-the-shoulder catch. Just couldn't quite find it. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Bourne. 1 run, 2 hits for Wareham. Clean defensive game for the Gatemen. Sullivan in his first batter faced. Agrees with Campos, a much slower worker than Coger. The 0-1. Fastball stays out at 90 miles per hour to even the count. Jack Sullivan's first outing since he faced this same Bourne team exactly a week ago. The 1-1 left it out of play over the third base bleachers for strike 2. I guess since we're in a minor league ballpark, I can say third base grandstand. Beautiful place here in Worcester. Just opened last May, and you can tell. Just like that new car smell, it still lingers in the air. Man, they have a beautiful place. We're lucky to just be a part of it for a single night. The 1-2 pitch to Eblin. Fastball fouled away third base side. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eblin. Indiana native, soon to be a rising junior for the Crimson Tide. He's got the Alabama batting gloves on. Now steps back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter leading off the top of the 5th. Sullivan turns and deals. Ground ball fouled, first base line. Great snag by the Braves' first base coach, Robert Quinn. Much better at fielding those than field manager Scott Landers was in Saturday's All-Star game. Had a ground ball come to him when he was coaching third for the West squad and couldn't get a hand on it. Took it off the shin, had a pretty big bruise to show for it. Well, Sullivan comes home, the 1-2. Fouled off, third base side yet again. Boy, is Eblin battling. Struck out swinging in the first and third. He looks on for a 1-2 count, soon to be the 7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Well, the 1-2 pitch. Popped up in the air, but it'll find its way into the seats yet again. Now the home plate umpire, because of all those foul balls that Eblin's connect on, has to ask for a new supply from the Wareham bat boy. Eblin trying to start out the 5th on the right foot for Bourne. Sullivan gets the sign from Campos. Offers up the 1-2. Fouled away yet again. Well, let's look at how Eblin has turned his season completely around. In his first 12 games for Bourne, he went 4 for 36. If you're doing the math, that's a 111 hitter. Not a guy who is going to find his way on the lineup card every night. But in his last 12 games, 14 for 45. He takes that 111 average, turns it around. He's a 311 hitter in his last dozen games. The 1-2, hit in the air, left field side. It'll fall out of play into the Bourne bullpen. Rogers gave chase from left. That ball was getting down in foul territory. And we'll soon see the 10th pitch of the at-bat, the longest of the night. And, of course, the one thing you want to do with a new pitcher into a ball game is get in there. Let's see how he's going to work. See as many pitches as you can while working up his pitch count. Well, Eblin has checked all of those boxes. 10th pitch of the at-bat. It's a 1-2 count to the leadoff hitter from Alabama. The pitch. Fastball outside. Count even at 2-2. 7 straight pitches were fouled off from Eblin. He finally lets one miss away. Make it the 11th pitch upcoming. The 2-2 offering will take a pause. Sully was nearly in his windup before Eblin called time to step out of the box. He's now back in. He's crowding the plate. That back left foot, you look at the toes, it's picking up some chalk from the batter's box. 2-2 punch. Check swing, fly ball, shallow left. That'll fall for a base hit. Rogers charges over to make the grab. It's a leadoff single for Bryce Eblin. Well, it only took 11 pitches later, but Eblin is on the base pass, and we've got a new batter at the plate, and Matt Horvath. Breaking ball in the lower half that Eblin tried holding back his swing, but just as he came around, barely caught a piece enough of it for contact. Lucky for him, he went opposite way, about 25 feet in front of Rogers and left. One aboard for Horvath, center fielder from North Carolina. Walked in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Bourne leads 3-1, top 5. First pitch to Horvath, popped him up. High left center field skies. Rogers, the left fielder, leaves the cap behind, makes the catch. 2 away. For Will Rogers, you understand why the cap was left behind. I'm surprised it stays on his head. A big head of hair on him. Curls, brown in color for Rogers. That's 1 out in the top of the 5th.
Matt Shaw.
Eblin on at first. Going to bring up Matt Shaw. 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a strikeout. Righty on righty. Sullivan with a runner on, 1 away. The pitch. Fastball taken for a strike in the lower half at 90 miles per hour. Shaw, Maryland Terrapin. He's done a tremendous job for Bourne. Been a do-it-all guy. He's driven in nearly 20 runs. 19 on the season, 5 long balls. He's also pieced together a .372 average. That leads all Cape League hitters. 0-1 pitch. Check swing on a fastball. It's a called strike 2, outer half. Sullivan doing his best Picasso and painting the outer half of the plate. Great frame from Campos as well. Pickoff throw to first. Back in time as Eblin. First pickoff we've seen from either team tonight. Comes in the top of the 5th. Bourne leads 3-1. The Braves look to score for their 3rd consecutive inning. Eblin's single moments ago, the 5th hit of the night for Bourne. Sullivan set at the letters. Deals the 0-2 to Shaw. Called, strike 3, outer edge. Shaw goes down looking. First strikeout of the night for Jack Sullivan. His 9th of the summer. That's 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
Now batting the left fielder from Rutgers, number 27, Evan Slate.
Well, here's Evan Slate, the left fielder out of Rutgers. The driving force for Bourne tonight. An RBI single in the first inning that gave the Braves their initial 1-0 lead. He would lead off the 4th with a base hit and come around to score another run. 2 for 2 evening with a runner on, 2 outs. The pitch. The lefty hitter takes a changeup in the lower half for strike 1. We mentioned earlier about how Evan Slate, the month of July has been much better for him than the month of June was. Not to say that the month of June was anything awful. He was a .243 hitter in the month of June. Here in the month of July, he's hitting over .400 for Bourne. Righty on lefty as Sully comes set. A runner on at first with 2 outs, top 5. The 0-1. Eblin goes. Pitch misses low. Throw down to second base. Not in time. Eblin will get the stolen bag. His 5th of the summer. And 2nd of the night for Bourne. count even at 1-1 to Slight. I was talking a little bit earlier with some of the broadcasters from Bourne, and I just asked them, what's been the biggest turnaround for Slight? And they said just as the calendar turned over from June to July, he went out and left the team for a couple days, had to go attend a family member's wedding. And he came back a brand new hitter. So whatever went down at the wedding turned the summer around for Evan Slight. The 1-1. Called strike 2, outer half. Dotting the outside corner with Sullivan's off speed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sometimes with family, that can get your mind back right. A little bit of change of scenery can switch things up. Whatever it was, Slight nearly played his way into an all-star campaign. Eblin in scoring position at second with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Bourne leading 3-1. Sullivan set. And the 1-2 pitch. Line drive out of play. That got out of here in a hurry. Count remains 1-2. Sullivan just now facing his 4th batter of the night, and he's soon to throw his 20th pitch. Keep in mind, 11 of those went to Bryce Eblin, so he's made quick work of Horvath and Shaw. Now work on Slight. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter. Sullivan's 2-out pitch. Fastball away. Slight didn't give chase. Counts even at 2-2. Eblin in scoring position at second. He singled and stole the bag. 2 outs in the inning. Sullivan looks back to the runner. A 2-2 count on Slight. Sends it home. Popped him up, high left field. Rogers takes a couple steps forward to make the catch to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on as Eblin is stranded at second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bourne leads it 3-1 on the Gateway Broadcast Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini-golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
Looking for a turnkey rental experience on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has a dedicated team of rental professionals ready to provide homeowners and guests with exceptional service. For Cape Cod rentals, nothing compares. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Well, we're back at Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts for the Cape Cod Classic between the Wareham Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. It's currently 3-1 Bravos over the Gatemen. Cade Boxrucker out for his 5th inning of work. Delivers the first pitch. It's drilled to left center. 1 hops the left fielder, Evan Slight, and a base hit for Derek Fabian. The Florida Gator gets on base for the first time today here in a minor league ballpark. Must be incredible for all these players to experience what it's like to be a pro. Derek Fabian notches his first base hit. That'll lead things off in the 5th. And for Cade Boxrucker, that's only the 3rd hit he's surrendered. Will Rogers digs into the righty batter's box with his back foot. Now gears up for the pitch. Fabian goes, the pitch delivered down low. Throw over to second. It bounces into the body of Fabian as he slid feet first into the second base bag. So a stolen base for Derek Fabian, his 2nd of the season. The Florida Gator has manufactured himself all the way over to second. They're delivering a hit to left. Fabian in scoring position for a Gateman team that trails just 3-1. Will Rogers, the left fielder. Righty on righty. Here's the pitch. Fastball low, collects dust. And for Cade Boxrucker, he's allowed those 3 hits. Only given up 1 run to Wareham. He's all too familiar with the Gatemen. He pitched against them back on July 3rd. That was a game that ended in a 2-2 tie. Boxruckers relied heavily on that fastball, but a couple breaking balls over to Rogers. Looks off at second, the 2-0. Fastball fouled back into the netting. Gorgeous skies here at Polar Park. Pink and orange clouds hover over that Worcester wall out there in deep right field. Past the center field fence and skied above, just pretty blue skies with dark clouds off toward the left field fence. Interesting seeing the dichotomy of the sky here at Polar Park. Runner at second with no outs. 2-1 pitch inside forces a scoot back from Will Rogers. Rogers, who flew out to center back in the 3rd, well, he has a chance to get on the base paths for the first time today, ahead of the count 3-1. Rogers, a new addition to this Gateman team. Boxrucker, the pitch. Heater low and inside. Will Rogers gets on base for the first time today, and the Arizona State Sun Devil represents the game-tying run. The go-ahead run is Ryan Campos, who brushes off some of the dirt in the lefty batter's box. Now revs up his back foot like an engine. Campos a double in the 1st, walk back in the 3rd. He's had Boxrucker's number. Not a lot of these players on this Gateman team can say that. Campos, one of the 3 hits. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball fouled off to the right side. Boxrucker goes with the slider and Campos digs it off. The first baseman, Chris Brito, is playing extremely in. He starts with his toenails on the infield grass as he's biting on his fingernails on his right hand. Now he moves in so both feet are right on that infield dark green grass. Runners at first and second. Boxrucker kicks the 0-1. Fastball just outside. The count 1-1 to Ryan Campos out of Arizona State. His collegiate teammate Will Rogers over there at first with a 7-step leadoff. Derek Fabian, a single to lead off this 5th and stole second. He's off of second base. Here's the 1-1. Fastball sliced foul over the netting. For Ryan Campos, no surprise he's been one of the bright spots for the Gatemen this season. This past spring at Arizona State, as a redshirt freshman, he led the Sun Devils in batting average, .357. Yeah, I'll repeat it, a redshirt freshman. He plays well beyond his years. 21 base hits on the season, just a smidge over 200. But a lot of that is because Ryan Campos gets contact, but just not through the holes. 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3, right down the pipe. Campos goes down like a mannequin, walks back to the first base dugout, and there's one away.
Second baseman from Nebraska, number 15, Max Anderson.
And for the first time today, Ryan Campos is retired. Well, brings up Max Anderson, the consistent two-hole hitter out of Nebraska. Just spoke on the prowess of Ryan Campos, 21 knocks in the summer. Well, how about you nearly double that number to Max Anderson, the righty? 40 hits, that leads the team. The defense sets standard. Boxrucker set at the waist, looks off at second, the pitch, Anderson swings, high fly ball, hugging the left field line. Slight moves over to his right, makes the grab. The left fielder had plenty of room to catch that one out of the air, and now there's 2 down. So after Derek Fabian singled to lead off the 5th, his first base knock of the day, also stole second. Will Rogers followed it up with a walk. Ryan Campos went down looking. Max Anderson swung at the first pitch and flied it out. Now there's 2 down with 2 on for Chase Davis. This is a really integral spot for Chase Davis, especially because the common denominator for Wareham's demise all season has been the amount of base runners they leave on base. 37 in the last 4 games. First pitch to Davis, off speed at 78. There's that slider that just didn't break a lot and tailed out of the zone outside. Now Chase Davis 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th. Boxrucker, deep breath. Out of the stretch, here's the pitch. Davis, slow dribbler to the left side. Charging is Enos, throws over to first. He got him! Wow, what a play. Ryan Enos on his horse, charged into the infield grass, tossed it over to first to get the speedy Chase Davis before he stomped on the first base back. Well, this has been the theme for the Gatemen. Now they leave 2 on base in this 5th, and we head to the top of the 6th as the Gatemen failed to score for the 4th frame of this game. We head to the top half of the 6th. Jack Sullivan back out on the mound for the Gatemen here on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. Mark Deshays has been practicing law in southeastern Massachusetts for over 30 years. His primary focus is on all aspects of real estate law, including residential and commercial real estate transactions, commercial leasing, land development, land use and zoning law, and land conservation matters. If you need representation, call now at 508-993-2300.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League, offering residential sales and vacation rentals across the Cape. We help you turn someday into right now. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Serving southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, Office Technology Group has been the area's source for advanced digital multifunctional copiers since 2009. Call Office Technology Group at 508-858-5825.
Number 28, Christopher Breeden.
Beautiful skies overlook Worcester, Massachusetts tonight from Polar Park. Cade, Crenshaw, Cameron Ezeir, Claire Foley with you on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. Bourne leads 3-1 in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Brito. Fastball off the plate for strike 1. The 1-0 pitch from Sullivan. Fastball called strike 2 on the outer half. Or called strike 1, excuse me. Well, the Gatemen had their opportunity. The biggest one they've had all game. With runners at first and second. And no outs. Moments ago in the bottom of the 5th. Could not advance the runners. 1-1 outside. Ball 2. Cam, at some point, the Gatemen just cannot continue wasting away opportunities. I want to go back to the number you gave earlier about how many the Gatemen have left on base in recent days.
37 in the last 4 games.
That's not going to win many games, and it hasn't won any for Wareham. The 2-1 fouled off first base side for strike 2. And this is a Gateman team that really isn't built around power. There is a ton of great hitters. Some of the best hitters on the Cape play for Wareham. I truly, truly believe that. But they're not necessarily power hitters. They're built on contact hitters, and that's where you're going to start to lose some things, especially with how the game of baseball is going. 2-2 pitch to Brito. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the evening for Jack Sullivan. Kicks off his second frame of work with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Bourne, though, still leads by a pair.
Now batting the right fielder from Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I like Jack Sullivan's stuff today. Something about the movement on that fastball. Not really the breaking ball. I think he needs to lower it a bit in the zone. He's leaving it up a bit, which allows it to tail in the zone. But that fastball's working really well for the Husky.
Just a freshman this past spring at UConn. First pitch to Jones. Ground ball right side. Ranging on is Anderson from second. Turns and throws to first. Close play, but Anderson's throw to Graham is in time. 2 down in the top of the 6th. First pitch swing from Jones. The second out will bring up John Peck. Shortstop from Pepperdine. 0 for 2 this evening, but he did drive in a run back in the 4th to pick up the RBI. His 10th of the summer. Righty on righty. With the sun now set, the stadium lights on at Polar Park. First pitch with 2 away. Fly ball, shallow left. Rogers charges, but he'll fall at his feet. 2 out single for Peck. His first hit tonight. 6th of the evening for the Braves. Bit of a 2-out rally from Bourne will bring up Ryan Enos, the third baseman from East Tennessee State. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. (3-1) Bourne in the top of the 6th inning. Second hit surrendered by Sullivan since he entered to lead off the 5th. 2-out pitch to Enos. Peck goes. The pitch spiked in the dirt, gets away from Campos. It's all the way to the Gateman dugout, but Peck will not sprint off of second. He realized it a little bit too late. He slid into the bag, and the pop-up time wasn't what he needed to make the effort to try to get to third.
Always wonder what the signal calls are for that. When I played basketball back in my day before I gave it up because I wasn't too good, we would have this thing called wolf if there was a defender running up behind you. You can hear the groans from the dugout yelling, okay, that ball's getting by, you can round second, go to third. I always wonder, what is that call?
Well, usually you're going to go 1 of 2 routes. Either you're looking at your third base coach, or if I'm not sure what Bourne has established, maybe it's, hey, we're putting that on the runner. In short decision, this is a developmental league. You want to get better on the base paths. The 1-0 takes a hop in the dirt for ball 2 to Enos. So maybe it was just a read from Peck that, hey, my pop-up time from the bag wasn't as fast as I would have liked. I could have made it, but didn't want to risk it, especially in just a 2-run game. Any extra pieces of insurance would be big for Bourne. Moving forward, of course, we're in the latter half of this game, in the top of the 6th. The 2-0 to the 8-hole hitter. Fastball over hard of the plate, taking strike 1. 89 miles per hour from Sullivan. Cape Cod Classic tonight at Polar Park. The Gatemen trying to win their first game in 15 days. Bourne looking to take down Wareham for the 3rd time this season. They are 2-0-3 against the Gatemen. The 2-1 pitch to the righty hitter. Inside, off speed. Ball 3. Peck singled moments ago with 2 away, and then advanced to second on the wild pitch. He remains in scoring position. 2 away, top of the 6th inning. Bourne leading by a pair. 3-1 offering. Fastball taken for strike 2, outer half. No doubt fastball. Count goes full. Righty on righty with Pex at second base. 2 away in the inning. Bourne leading by a pair. Sullivan comes set. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side. Fabian on a range from third base. Throws one across. Pulls Graham off the bag. Safe at first is Enos. Safe at third is Peck. They're on the corners with 2 outs for Bourne.
It's happened a couple times this season in which Derek Fabian made a phenomenal play over there at third just to spear it out of the air. The throw over to first is just not on track. A lot of the times it's just gaining your footwork. Unfortunately, Carter Graham isn't 7 feet tall.
The first error of the night issued on Wareham. It goes to Derek Fabian, an E5 in your scorebooks. Men are on the corners for Tomas Frick, catcher from North Carolina, who was hitting under 100 to come into tonight's game. And then he tripled to lead off the third inning, would come home to score a run on a wild pitch. And a triple in this ballpark, not too difficult. Massive field, 403 to straightaway center, 370 to right center, which is where Frick hit it. First pitch off speed outside, count 1-0. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Bourne. 1 run on 3 hits. Just the first error of the night for Wareham moments ago. Sullivan looks back at the runner at first. Now facing the runner at third. He sends home the 1-0 pitch. Enos will sprint into second base, take the bag. The pitch missed outside for ball 2. Make it 3 stolen bases tonight for Bourne.
I was just going to say, with that stolen base, it ties Bourne atop the league lead with 73 stolen bases with the Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
Frick at the plate with a pair of runners in scoring position. A base hit could double the deficit for Wareham. Sullivan's 2-0 pitch with 2 away. Liner back in the middle off the glove of Sullivan. Ranging on is Anderson, the second baseman. Flips and throws in time. Nearly a scary sight. Liner right back at Sullivan. He dove out of the way, almost got a glove on it. He's okay walking back to the dugout. 2 runners are stranded in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bourne leads 3-1 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
The Gateman would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gateman players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you. After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
we're back at Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts. Cameron Ezeir on hand. A new pitcher relieving Cade Boxrucker for the Bourne Braves is Ryan Fisher out of the New Jersey Institute of Technology. A 1-2 record, 3.13 ERA, 6 games, 4 of them starts, 25 strikeouts to 9 walks in 23 innings of work. This is the 3rd time this season he's facing the Wareham Gatemen. Back on July 3rd, went 2 2/3 of scoreless baseball, and back on July 19th, 3 2/3 of 6-hit, 2-run baseball. So the Gatemen have had the number of Ryan Fisher as of late, Cade.
Indeed they have, and you're hoping the Gatemen can have much of that same success as they trail by a pair of runs, making their way into the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Diodati, Morrell, and Wright due up for Wareham. Diodati, the cleanup hitter out of Oregon, 1 for 2 tonight, singled last time up in the 4th. It's a righty on lefty. We'll give you the final line on tonight's starter Cade Boxrucker in a moment. First pitch, fastball off the plate, 89 miles per hour. Count 1-0. For Boxrucker, in his 6th start of the summer. For Bourne, he was phenomenal. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. 1-0, lifted out of play, foul territory, third base side, even the count at 1 apiece. Boxrucker, though, really just set the tone for Bourne here tonight.
Did a really good job commanding his fastball, and once he was able to do that, that breaking ball on the outside corner was lethal. Wareham couldn't catch up with it, and that's what you want to do as a pitcher. You establish early, and then it opens up your kitchen sink.
1-1. Off speed, grounded back foul over to the first base dugout of Wareham. (3-1) Bourne in the top of the 6th. Oh, the Braves, or make that bottom of the 6th. The Braves just had a big opportunity moments ago, but left a pair of runners in scoring position. The 1-2 to Diodati, outside in the dirt. Count even to 2 apiece. Tying run on deck for Wareham. This game still well within reach. And still plenty of time to go. 2-2. Guide him up. Shallow left center field. Charging on it. Racing is the left fielder, but he won't get there. He called off the shortstop. Slight thought he had the play, but it died down much later than that. And that'll be the 4th hit of the evening for Wareham, 2nd for Diodati. Cam, that's a shortstop's ball all day.
What's interesting is it was John Peck's ball all the way, but he was doing his teammate a service by allowing him to grab it because Slight called him off. John Peck was resting right under where that baseball landed. I don't know what Evan Slight saw, but it's really tough in these conditions here at Polar Park with the night skies above. I think he might have lost it late.
1 aboard, no outs for Brian Morrell. First pitch, the righty hitter comes in the batter's box on it. Fastball misses, count 1-0. And that's one, of course, you always want to value teammate communication. And one of your teammates says he's got it, that means he's charging hard. He's not looking where he's necessarily running. You want to get out of the way. Unfortunately, Slight couldn't make the play. 1-0, fouled off for Morrell to the first base grandstand. Count even at 1 apiece. Morrell 0 for 1 tonight, a walk back in the 4th. Diodati inching off first base. The 1-1 Morrell fouled off yet again. Strike 2. Tying run at the plate for Wareham. The 1-2 pitch from Fisher. Diodati sprints over to second. Now a pickoff throw over to second base in time. Brito, the throw went to first. He then threw it over to second, and the tag was applied. Diodati taking off the base pass. Caught stealing.
I don't know about that from Owen Diodati. I like the advanced approach of sending him in that situation, but I mean, for a guy that doesn't steal a lot of bases, you got to be more cognizant of what the pitcher's doing on the bump.
He had a great jump, but Fisher turned around to make the pickoff throw. 1-2 to Morrell. Up and in. Count even at 2 apiece. Man, plays like that, it's going to be overlooked in the scorebook later on tonight, just a caught stealing, but those are huge, just momentum-shifting plays in a game. You had a tying run at the plate, now they're back on deck. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Morrell goes down swinging, the first strikeout of the night for Fisher. That's 2 out in the bottom of the 6th.
Cade, I liked how you described it, a momentum shifter, because Owen Diodati doesn't get thrown out in that position. You still have a player at first or maybe at second with only 1 away. Now you have 2 down and you bring up Blake Wright, who has the lone RBI for the Gatemen, but it was on a fielder's choice ground out. So, I mean, a tough position when you're trying to put things together here in the 6th.
First pitch to Blake Wright. Fastball taken, called strike 1 over hard of the plate. Wright tonight 0 for 1. Picked up the RBI in the 4th. He drove in the Gatemen's lone run on a fielder's choice ground out. 0-1 grounded to third base. Enos initially batted it down. His throw across still in time. A leadoff single from Diodati. He would be caught stealing en route to a 1-2-3 frame. 6 in the books. Bourne leads it 3-1 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
What's up, Gateman fans? Looking for Wareham jerseys, shirts, and hats? You can find all of that and more online at gateman.org/shop. Visit to get all your Gateman gear today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Curry College is where you go to become anything you want. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers with learning beyond the classroom. Explore undergraduate programs, including new majors in environmental science, sport and recreation management, graphic design, marketing, and computer science. Online at curry.edu.
Catchers aren't the only ones protecting home. With Rogers Gray, you have more coastal homeowners insurance options and a true expertise in their people. Protect your home with Rogers Gray. Rogers Gray is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Learn more at rogersgray.com.
We make our way into the top of the 7th inning. Bourne leads Wareham 3-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Braves. 1 run on 4 hits with an error for the Gatemen. Of course, this weekend, Pro Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Just showed up on the scoreboard a few Cape League alums. Just moments ago was Carlton Fisk, who in 1966 played for Orleans. Earlier on, they showed Frank Thomas, who was also a Firebird in the late 80s. Well, back at the top of the order for the 4th time tonight. First pitch to Bryce Eblin. Sullivan's fastball's fouled off into the netting for strike 1.
And you can't forget about the biggest event in Cooperstown. Big Papi, David Ortiz, finally getting his plaque, heading to the Hall of Fame, the most clutch hitter in Red Sox history.
I watched his induction speech earlier today. Very motivational. I think one of my favorite aspects of it was at the end where he encouraged all of the folks around the Boston area that ground ball back to Sullivan. He'll take it himself over to first, under toss to Graham in time, 1 away, top 7. He just encouraged it, hey, you know, it gets awfully cold here in Boston. He would know that better than anyone. Of course, nearly a two-decade-long career with the Red Sox. When it gets cold, why don't you guys just come over to the Dominican Republic? Of course, it's his native country, and he's always been such a big supporter of the DR and such a big part of his career and life. So that was probably one of my favorite ways to end the speech is, hey, you know, when it gets cold here, come on over back home.
Over 20,000 representing from the DR in Cooperstown as well.
1 away for Mac Horvath. First pitch fastball taken for a called strike 1. Davis in center, playing slightly to his right. Not much of a shift. Infield back. Base is empty, 1 out, the 1-0-1. in the air, shallow right field. Diodati racing, diving, and he can't make the grab. In and out of his glove. Holding up at first base is Horvath. That'll be a base hit, his first tonight.
Oh, you know what I love about Owen Diodati? Beside the fact that he came back to play for the Wareham Gatemen, his ability to put a poor performance in the rearview mirror. And it happened a couple times today. A few balls came his way, one he misplayed. Puts that behind him, and he still tries to make that diving attempt. It does leak out of his glove, but just love the poise of the newly minted Oregon Duck.
One aboard for Matt Shaw, the Maryland second baseman, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Righty on righty with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Bourne leading by a pair. First pitch from Sullivan. Runner goes. Campos dropped the ball in the transition from the pitch. And to second base on the swipe is Horvath, his second stolen base tonight, 9th of the summer. Count 1-0 to Shaw. Sullivan's 1-0 pitch. Fastball just outside. It's ball 2. Shaw grounded out in the first, struck out in the 3rd and 5th. Uncharacteristic hitless night for him so far. Horvath in scoring position at second base. The 2-0. Missing away is Sullivan for ball 3. Josh Mallets warming up in the Gateman pen. 3-0 pitch, sky in the air, foul territory. Campos races over, but it'll find the seats for strike 1.
And Cade, if I'm not mistaken, Josh Mallets only pitched once this season, right?
That's correct.
So it'll be his second appearance. And how about that? You come to the Cape for a team in a Gateman that really needs pitchers. And your second appearance, most likely, coming up, is at Polar Park.
Home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, the Worcester Woo Sox. Mascot of the smiley face. How about that? 3-1 pitch to Shaw with a runner at second, 1 away. Sullivan deals. Tip back foul to the backstop for strike 2. Good crowd on hand for tonight's game. And it was good to see as well. We had a lot of forecasted weather earlier on in the afternoon, but even some light showers back in the second inning. Those subsided, and it's turned into a great night for baseball. Sullivan comes set. Horvath at second, Shaw at the plate. 1 away, the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. 3rd strikeout of the night for Jack Sullivan.
Wow. Matt Shaw, most likely the presumptive Cape League MVP. 3 strikeouts today. Crazy for a pitching staff that's been so desolate over the past couple of weeks. They've done a great job against the best hitter in this order.
Pitching coach Eddie Marco makes his way out onto the mound, and that will be it for Jack Sullivan. It's Mallett's time in Worcester. When we come back, still in the top of the 7th, he'll inherit a runner at second base with 2 outs and Bourne leading 3-1 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be a long-standing supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League and its contribution to the local economy as a treasured summer attraction. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank serving customers throughout Cape Cod, the islands, and southeastern Massachusetts. Founded in 1855, the bank's mission is to enrich the lives of those it serves while contributing to the health and vitality of its communities. Cape Cod 5 provides a full range of banking solutions, including personal and business banking, residential mortgages, investment management, and trust services. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. We offer over 400 different beverage choices on Cape Cod to quench every thirst, and more than 150 of those are low or no-calorie options.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
Gibson Sotheby's International Realty is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. List your home with Eastern Massachusetts' premier real estate firm. Don't just get it on the market, get it the attention it deserves. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
In the top of the 7th in Worcester, Massachusetts, new pitcher on for the Wareham Gatemen is Josh Mallett. His second appearance for the Gatemen. An inning prior, 2 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He's been tossed around a bit, or at least he was in his first appearance. 3 strikeouts to 2 walks and an ERA that, well, I won't even say it because he's only appeared once and given up those 3 earned runs, so it's drifted pretty high. But Mallett's a pitcher out of Ole Miss, rising junior, 6'4", 205. National champion for the 2022 Ole Miss Rebels, and a lot of storylines surround them. We'll see if a good storyline surrounds Mallett today, Cade.
His first outing of the summer came back on July the 20th against Chatham, and that's where that ERA at 27 sits. And like you said, Kim, you can't really pay too close of attention to what the ERA says just with 1 outing and just 1 inning. Gave up 3 runs. That's what adds up. 3 runs per inning. You pitch 9 innings. Well, that's how ERA is calculated. Righty on lefty for Evan Slight, the left fielder from Rutgers, who's 2 for 3 tonight with an RBI. He's got Horvath at second base. Jack Sullivan responsible for him. First pitch from Mallett's. Fastball line right to Fabian to end the inning. On at third base, Fabian made the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Josh Mallett. It's time to stretch in Worcester. We go the bottom of the 7th. Bourne leads 3-1 on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
With competitive pay, state-of-the-art facilities, and opportunities in service, sales, accounting, HR, marketing, IT, and more, a job at Milton Cat, the Northeast Caterpillar dealer, is more than a career choice. It's a choice career. Visit miltoncat.com/careers to join their growing team.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all 10 Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves, courtesy of Franklin Sports. Cape Cod to the major leagues. Only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
T-Mobile is proud to sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. T-Mobile is committed to serve those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for our active duty military, veterans, and first responders. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
We're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 3-1 Bourne. And the Gatemen, their biggest struggle tonight, just haven't been able to piece together any momentum. They change their luck here. Carter Graham will lead off. Righty on righty. First pitch from Fisher. In the dirt, count 1-0. Fisher came in out of the pen to begin the 6th. Allowed a leadoff hit to Diodati, but would pick him off and retire the next 2, including a strikeout. Graham 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a fly out his last time up in the 4th. 1-0 offering. Fastball rocked down the line and out of play. Left field skies. That'll find the seats. Straighten that out about 100 feet, and that's first home run of the season for Carter Graham.
Cade, we've talked about it time and time again. That's the Pac-12 leader in home run this past spring. He has the power and the pop, but he's gotten so unlucky.
Rain falling once again here at Worcester. Just a light drizzle. 1-1. Off-speed cut on and miss from Graham for strike 2 on the outside half. We saw rain back in the 2nd inning. That just stuck around for a little while, but it has returned to Polar Park. Fans, though, not retreating from the seats. The 1-2. Line drive back of the middle, base hit. Past and outstretched Shaw. And out of way to get it going, Carter Graham. His first hit tonight, and first hit in really the last couple of days.
I really want to stress one thing. Carter Graham has put good contact on the ball all season long. He's just been really unlucky. I don't want anyone looking at Carter Graham's stats and saying, okay, oh, he struggled this season. Yes, he has. That's only his 8th base hit of the summer, and he's 0 for his last 11, and gets that base knock there, just doing what he does, putting barrel to ball.
He's had plenty of hard hit swings all summer. They've just found defenders. 1 aboard for Derek Fabian. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball couldn't connect. Well, Fabian's 1 for 2. Singled last time up in the 5th. Brings his season average to 172. That hit from Fabian in the 5th. The 5th for him in his last 5 games. 0-1 offering from Fisher. The righty hitter fouls it off the chest of the catcher Frick for strike 2.
You know what I really like about Derek Fabian over the last week?
What's that?
It's his ability to lay off on the breaking ball when he likes his fastball. Those are 2 straight heaters. He wanted them. He fouled that second one off. But if you can lay off on a breaking ball, a lot of the times you're going to find success.
Graham on it first with no outs. The 0-2. Up and in. Did that hit Fabian? Time called by the home plate umpire. And Fabian agonizing in pain up on the hand, but no hit batter signal was given. That's just ball 1.
I think there's a chance that it clanged off the knob of his bat. Yeah, it looked like it, which would cause some reverb into your hands, and it almost feels like your hand is then shaking as much as it when it hits the bat. It didn't look like it felt good, especially because Derek Fabian has taken his glove off. Oh, well, he's taken...
Now they're saying he was hit. And Scott Landers, manager from Bourne's, out to have a conversation about it. And this is big because Fabian represents the tying run. Still with no outs in the bottom of the 7th, runners at first and second of a 3-1 game. This is a big-time call right here. I wish we could have another view of the replay monitor. We're just lucky we have a monitor in the booth tonight. We're living that minor league baseball lifestyle, but Derek Fabian showing both Chris Brito, the first baseman, along with the Gateman's first base coach, say, hey, look at this spot on my hand where it hit me. I guess that must have been enough sell. But now they're calling umpires conference to discuss it. Like I said, this is a big-time decision.
It's huge. If Derek Fabian's on at first, you have 2 on with no outs. Eerily similar to the spot you had back in the 5th inning where you're sort of threatening and, oh, maybe you have an opportunity. And we'll see if the Gatemen can take advantage. This could be a momentum shifter. The Gatemen need it.
And Fabian will stay on at first. The first hit batter from either team tonight. Graham goes to second. Fabian's at first. He represents the tying run for Will Rogers, the left fielder from Arizona State. 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. A big opportunity for Rogers. Just his 2nd game of the summer for the Gatemen. And 9 home runs this spring with the Sun Devils. corners of the infield drawn in. First pitch with no outs, hit in the air, out of play, first base side.
So, Cade, this is a preference thing, and the Gatemen shied away from it at the beginning of the season. Do you bunt in this situation to draw the second and possible game-tying run, both in scoring position?
With how the Gatemen's night has gone, and really just the last 15 days have gone, it seems like every single big-time moment where you elect to swing, you find a defender, and it's a double play. And the times when they've elected to bunt, you haven't been able to get the bunt down. Nothing has gone this team's way. They've had the worst streak of luck across the last 2 weeks. I don't really know if there is a right answer to that decision. Brito from first and Enos from third are both on the infield grass. Runners at first and second. Graham, the lead man, in scoring position. Rogers at the plate as Fisher comes set and deals the 0-1. Rogers now showing bunt. He puts it down at the first base line and a roll foul. That was nearly best case scenario because Brito, the first baseman, was sprinting in. But he had sprinted in so far and Rogers got the bunt down, it was going to roll past him, which meant Rogers would have had plenty of time to get up the first baseline. But luckily for Bourne, it just rolled foul.
So, Cade, in this situation, Ryan Fisher made the best play possible because you're right, the ball was foul, but was rolling back fair. And if it rolls back fair before the first base bag, that's a fair ball. And Will Rogers had a chance to make it bases loaded.
Runners at first and second, no outs, bottom 7. Gateman trailing by a pair, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses low for ball 1. Top of the order on deck in Campos. Will Rogers is 0 for 5 to start his 2022 summer. Not a better time to get your first hit, kid. The 1-2 pitch. Liner out of plate, first base side. We'll see it again.
Well, take the contact. Will Rogers is doing his best Bryce Eblin impression back in the 5th. Eblin for Bourne. Forced off about 6 or 7 pitches. Hey, you're fine if Rogers is able to do that. Just stay in there.
Once again, the 1-2. Outside, missing. Even the count. Change-up pitch at 82.
That's crazy. Will Rogers is only a rising sophomore, and he was able to hold off on a breaking ball that was as juicy as they come.
Great plate discipline from the Minnesota native. Carter Graham at second. Derek Fabian on at first. Still no outs, bottom 7th inning. The 2-2 offering. Line drive, base hit. Extra bases into the gap of left center field. Graham rounds third. He's coming in to score. Fabian gets the windmill as well. Rogers is thinking about 3. The throw down to third is in time. But we're tied up at 3. A 2 RBI double for Will Rogers. Tried stretching it for 3 bases. And for your first hit as a Gateman, my oh my, what a better way to step up than right there from Will Rogers. We're tied up in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Ryan Fisher left it over the plate. He tried to deliver that one on the inside corner. It caught too much of the plate, and Will Rogers delivered to that left center gap. Don't know why he tried to push it out for 3, but at this point, the Gatemen have tied it up. That's all that matters.
Yeah, he was easily out at third, but tried being a little greedy. But he tied the game up. You don't have to worry too much about it. Bases are empty, 1 out for Ryan Campos. First pitch, fouled off behind the plate, strike 1. He is indeed given a double to Rogers with a 7-5 putout from left field to third base. Of course, the go-ahead run would have been in scoring position for Rogers. That's the one downside to that decision. Well, the 0-1. Missing low. Count even in 1 apiece.
The first time that I can use the word clutch in the last 2 weeks when it comes to a new face in Will Rogers.
And Not a better time to do it than here late. The Gatemen trying to do everything they can to avoid a loss. 1-1, cut on and missed. Campos fell off his feet for strike 2.
This Gateman team, the luxury of having a pair of collegiate teammates in Rogers and Campos going 9-1. That 9-hole hitter and Rogers almost acting as your pseudo leadoff hitter as well. With the base hit like that, if he can continue that all season long, I mean, this Gateman team isn't out of the playoff picture just yet.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Campos. The base is empty and 1 out of a tie ball game. The pitch, missing inside to even the count at 2 apiece. Back at the top of the order for the 4th time tonight. Campos doubled in the 1st, walked in the 3rd, struck out looking last time up in the 5th. 2-2, grounded right side, pass and outstretched Brito at first. It'll roll into right field, and that'll be a 1-out single for Ryan Campos, make it a multi-hit game for him. The second Gateman to do so tonight, joining Owen Diodati.
Number 15, Max.
And the go-ahead run for the Gateman is back on the base pass.
Cade, how about this 7th inning? 3 hits, hit by pitch on Derek Fabian. You can count that one as a free pass. All 4 have reached. Will Rogers' time on the base path was short-lived because he was thrown out trying to leg a triple. These players have found their stride. First time I can confidently say in these last 2 weeks that the Gatemen, well, their plate discipline's at an all-time high, and just their intensity is finally back.
For the first time in 2 weeks, hello momentum. Here's Max Anderson, the second baseman from Nebraska, 0 for 3 tonight. Campos on at first with 1 away. Meanwhile, left-hander starting to warm up in the Bourne pen. First pitch, we'll have to wait. Pickoff over, Campos back in time. And the Gatemen are going to need to do all they can to avoid a loss tonight. Falmouth currently leading Hyannis 10-5 in the 8th inning. First pitch to Anderson, outside in the dirt, count 1-0.
To add a little more context to that, Falmouth leads Wareham by 7 points. And there's a possibility that in the middle of this week, if Wareham doesn't win 1 or 2 of these ball games, they're already out of the playoff picture.
1-0. Fastball stays low. Ball 2. And right now, this is a Gateman team. There's no making any other way about it. Their backs are against the wall. They've got to claw and fight their way across the last week and change of the season if they want to continue past August the 2nd. A 2-0. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Anderson couldn't connect. Count 2 balls, 1 strike to the 2-hole hitter.
What a pitch. Off speed. Change up that dropped in.
Campos on at first. Single moments ago. 1 out in the books. Another pickoff over. Campos once again retreats to the base. Fisher set at the letters. Deals the 2-1. Another pickoff over to first. Back in time is Campos. They're awfully worried about the Gatemen stealing bases. They've only done so once tonight. Diodati was caught stealing. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed yet again, outer edge. Anderson, second changeup he's seen. The second one he's missed. Count even at 2 apiece.
Anderson is sitting fastball, and Fisher does a great job manipulating the movement on that ball.
2-2. Grounded foul, third base side. We'll see it again. This game approaching the 2.5 hour mark. We got a 6:45 first pitch. Temperatures still in the mid-70s here at the ballpark. Campos steps off first. Another pickoff. He's back in time. Fisher just trying to slow things down and get the rhythm back on his own side at this point. The Gatemen have tied things up at 3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 in the dirt. Off speed misses. Count will go full. After Carter Graham led off the inning with a single, Fabian was hit by a pitch, and Will Rogers doubled the left center field gap to drive them both in. He would try to stretch that double into a triple, but be thrown out at third. Another pickoff. Campos still safe. Nothing's changed. It's like a broken record. 4 batters up, 3 base hits surrendered by Fisher in this frame. The other batter, as I said, Fabian was hit. Payoff pitch. Fouled off by Anderson off of his own foot. Took a couple hops out of the box and some pain. Count remains 3-2. And you understand why Fisher is going to try to pick off Campos in this situation. The Gatemen have been trying to get good jumps all night. And in this situation, it's a 3-2 count. The runner's going to be going, especially with him being the go-ahead run. And Fisher understands that. 1 out, bottom 7 of a tie game. The payoff pitch to Anderson. Hit in the air, deep right field. Ranging on is Jones into foul territory. He'll roll and make the catch. No, it bounced off the wall before he made the catch. It was just coming into his glove before it caught a piece of the outfield wall that juts out just a tad, and it'll fall for a foul ball.
Fortunate for Wareham. Jones thought he had it all the way. Oh, just hit that wall. If it was pushed back a couple of feet, that would have went right into the glove of Jones.
3-2 the count to Anderson. Campos, the go-ahead run on at first, 1 away. Another pickoff. Tag not applied by Brito in time. Once again, the payoff. In the air, out of play, right field. That finds its way into the kitchen area of right field. The Kraft Corner, it's labeled over there.
I love that name. Shout out Worcester. Not just getting a park, coming up with those clever names.
Rain falling yet again here at the home of the Woo Sox. Polar Park just turned a year old a few months ago. 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3, outside edge. Well, Anderson fouled off a couple to stay alive, but he goes down looking. Second strikeout of the night for Ryan Fisher. That puts 2 away in the bottom of the 7th.
You know why Max Anderson looked at that one? It looked like he was fooled all the way. Was sitting fastball. Fisher threw a couple of those heaters and then went with a changeup in which he got Anderson fooled on a couple pitches ago. Great job mixing up his pitches to get Anderson looking.
We'll take a break from Polar Park. Pitching change for Bourne. They're bringing in a lefty, which isn't good news for the Gatemen. We'll tell you why when we come back. Things are tied up at 3. In the bottom of the 7th, the Gatemen have the go-ahead run on at first. Chase Davis coming up on the Gatemen Broadcast Network. As a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League, the Mass State Lottery is celebrating the games we love playing, from the baseball diamond to the mini lottery games that help support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. So here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more.
Finding a good personal injury attorney is very difficult. If you or your family member have been involved in an accident, hurt at work, suffered a slip and fall, or have been injured due to negligence of someone else, contact the lawyers at Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. They are experienced trial attorneys who practice in all of the courts in the Commonwealth. The firm has been recognized by Best Lawyers in America for outstanding legal representation. Contact Reedy, Kiernan, and McNally, LLP today. The firm is located at 267 Main Street in Wareham and 2318 Acushnet Avenue in New Bedford. Call 508-295-0286 or visit their website www.rkm-law.com.
Bottom of the seventh, 2-away pitching change for the Bourne Braves gives way to Will Sandy, the 6'4" lefty out of Raleigh, North Carolina. A senior for the Diamond Heels of UNC Chapel Hill. Has already faced Wareham once this season, back on July 19th. 3 innings of work, he faced 13 batters, struck out 1, gave up 2 hits and 2 walks. His season stats, a 1-1 record, 5.83 ERA. 5 games, only one of them starts, so he knows his due diligence coming out of the pen. 9 strikeouts to 6 walks in 12 1/3 innings of work. And you're right, Cade, you teased it going into the break. This is good news for the Braves and not great news for the Gatemen.
Well, you look at how Wareham's performed against left-handed pitching this season. They're hitting .203 on the year, just 51 for .251 compared to the season average of .227. Campos on at first for Chase Davis. The first move from Sandy's a pickoff. Back in time is Campos.
At this point, I'm just running. Now, if I'm Ryan Campos, you got to stay still. This is what, the 8th or 9th time they've attempted to throw it over to first?
They need to start charging him a nickel for every time. First pitch to the lefty Davis. Fastball, call strike 1 in the lower half. Scotlanders electing to make the call to the pen and go for the lefty-on-lefty matchup against Davis. And, well, the scouting report says to do just that. Against right-handers, Davis is hitting .294. Against lefties, sub-100 batting average for the Arizona Wildcats. Another pickoff from Sandy. Once again, safe as Campos.
Sandy has an odd approach. He elongates his arm and almost throws it 4 to 5 feet away from his body.
3 runs apiece, 7 hits apiece for both teams tonight. This tied up affair. Oh, 1 pitch. Davis sent it high in the air, foul territory. Back over towards the Gateman dugout. It'll find the seats for strike 2. Davis 0 for 3 this evening. Pair of strikeouts. He would ground out his last time up in the 5th. Sandy set. Comes home. 0-2 grounded right side. Ranging on is Shaw. He'll throw to first to end the inning. Well, the Gatemen strand 1, but tie this game up. Will Rogers, a 2 RBI double, makes this a 3-3 ball game, heading to the top of the 8th. We come back from the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod Coca-Cola has been proudly refreshing the community for over 30 years, and we're honored to support the CCBL and many other wonderful organizations on the Cape.
Red Shirt Fridays is a national program created to acknowledge, honor, and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way to defend our freedom. In support of this program, the Cape League teams will be wearing a specially designed red jersey every Friday. This week's special celebration of Red Shirt Friday is sponsored by Ezeir Hats, Massachusetts State Lottery, and OT Sports. Support our troops and join us by wearing red each Friday.
Milton Cat is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League, from paving and landscaping to recreational boating and facility management. Milton Cat has the right equipment, parts, service, and technology to keep you working. Visit miltoncat.com to learn more.
We've entered a brand new ball game as we make our way into the top of the 8th inning. Cade Crenshaw, Cameron Ezeir, Claire Foley with you from Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts. Tied up at 3 are the Gatemen and the Bourne Braves. A big opportunity across these final 2 innings for both teams. The last time they'll meet this season, and it comes in a minor league ballpark, home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, that is the Worcester Red Sox. Josh Mallett's back on the bump. He faced one batter to end the 7th, only took him 1 pitch to get the out. He'll work against Chris Brito to lead things off in the top of the 8th. Righty on righty. Mallett's likes the call from Campos behind the plate. First pitch on the way. High swing, high drive, deep left field. Rogers back at the fence, at the wall. It's off the top of the fencing. Brito will jog his way into second base, his second double of the night. He leads things off in the top of the 8th as Bourne looks to retake the lead they just gave up.
The Rutgers Scarlet Knights are showing out today. Evan Slight with a pair of singles and an RBI, and then Chris Brito. Oh, it looked like a no-doubter off the bat. He tossed his bat toward his dugout and took a slow range around first. I think he thought it was gone. Fortunately for him, Will Rogers bobbled it out in left center, so Brito had time to head into second. He was taking his time around the base paths.
It's 399 where that ball hit off the wall. 399 sign just a few feet away. Brito at second for Carson Jones. Righty on lefty. Showing bunt is Jones. He lays it down. It's a beauty. Picking it up will be Campos. Throws down a first in time to get the out. Now Brito advances to third on the sacrifice. Just as the Gatemen get back in this thing. I said it, Cam. This is a Gateman team that hasn't necessarily played bad baseball across these last 2 weeks where they haven't picked up a win. They just haven't had any momentum on their side. They have played some of the unluckiest games I think you can play. And that's all you have to look at, is eventually the luck will come back on their side this season. But so far, here in the top of the 8th, a leadoff double from Brito and a bunt over from Jones has got him at third for John Peck. The infield's drawn in. The go-ahead run at third in Brito, the tied affair with 1 away in the top of the 8th. First pitch. Off speed, called strike 1, outer edge. Righty on righty. And any ground ball will be key right now. It's just those ground balls that could find the gap of this drawn-in infield that could cause damage. Anything sent to the outfield could easily score Brito on the sacrifice. The 0-1. Liner out of play, first base side. Count goes 0-2.
Best case scenario for the Gatemen, a 2-strike count, because it allows Mallett's to choose his pitch, not be worried about where he locates it. He has a lot of free passes on these next couple of pitches.
0-2 on Peck. A strikeout would be huge in this moment from Mallett's. Could be his first tonight and 4th of the summer. The 0-2 punch. Called strike 3, inner half. Sit him down looking, Mr. Mallett's. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The go-ahead run remains at third base.
Wow, what a pitch. The confidence from Mallett's to deliver an 80-mile-per-hour changeup right there on that inside corner. A lot of the times pitchers will want to put away hitters in a 2-strike count with a fastball, but Mallett's has that much confidence in his break. Whoa, what a pitch.
First throw to Enos, called strike 1 outside. Outer half. Enos 0 for 2 tonight, walked in the 4th, the lone time he reached. Brito at third base, doubled to lead off the frame, and then was bunted over from Jones. 2 outs now in the top of the 8th. We're tied at 3. Can Mallett's keep the tie game intact? The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed in the lower half, and Enos couldn't connect on. Swing was behind it for strike 2. Mallett's pitched the final 2 innings in the championship game for Ole Miss in Omaha. He's built for these big-time moments. The Gatemen need 1 more out from him here to end the frame. The 0-2. grounded foul, third base side. We'll see it once more.
So now Mallets has set himself up perfectly. He's gone 3 straight low 80s. Gone off speed. So now you're wondering, does he turn to a heater? Does he stick with that breaking ball? Maybe drops a changeup inside.
Brito at third. Tied at 3 in the top of the 8th are the Gatemen and Bourne. 2 outs in the frame. The 0-2 pitch to Enos. Softly lifted in the air and down to left center field. Coming home to score is Brito. Just a little blooper shot over the outstretched glove of a leaping Fabian at third base. It's 4-3 Bourne in the top of the 8th. An RBI hit for Enos.
Scared me the most is when Campos set up high. What that means is Mallets will most likely work starting high and either deliver a fastball that way or a breaking ball that tails in. He went right back to that slider, connected to shallow left, and Mallets, all he can do is watch. That one, well, it hung up there for a while.
A 1-run lead back to Bourne. Enos on at first. Here's Tomas Frick, North Carolina catcher. 1 for 3 this evening. Righty on righty with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Pitch from Mallets. Fastball outside. Count 1-0. Like I told you, Cam. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. The Gatemen are just playing unlucky baseball. They're not playing bad baseball. They're just playing unlucky baseball. And the 1-0 offering. Runner goes. Campos throw down to second base. The tag applied by Anderson. It's in time. They catch Enos stealing, but the damage was already done. An RBI hit from him drove in Brito, who led off the frame with a double. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Bourne back on top, 4-3 on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Tom and Jean Yockey were passionate about the game of baseball. Over their 7 decades as owners of the Boston Red Sox, the Yockeys greatly invested in youth and amateur athletics in our community. They recognized the important skills baseball can bring to players both on and off the field: cooperation, respect, teamwork, friendships, and confidence. The Yockey Foundation has been proud to support the Cape League for more than 25 years.
Joanne Stevenson with Berkshire Hathaway and Robert Paul Properties brings over 21 years of real estate experience to the South Shore and Cape Cod area. The Robert Paul Properties team not only specializes in coastal luxury properties, but proudly serves our veterans in their home search or sell process. Joanne Stevenson is your local, homegrown agent who knows the area and knows the market. Call Joanne Stevenson with Robert Paul Properties for all your real estate needs. Located at 155 Front Street in Marion.
We make our way into the bottom of the 8th inning. Bourne leads Wareham 4-3. First pitch on the way to Owen Diodati. Off speed, misses low. Count 1-0. And the 1-0 offering to Diodati. Ground ball, broken bat, right side. Brito's there. He'll keep it himself to step on the bag. 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. Well, you go back to the top half, and A leadoff double from Chris Brito got things started. He would be bunted over by Jones, and then Enos would drive him in on just a little blooper shot that just went past the glove of Derek Fabian at third base to drive in Brito and give Bourne back the lead that the Gatemen had just tied this game up with a pair of runs in the bottom of the seventh.
Oddly enough, this 8th inning is more schematic than blatant.
First pitch to Brian Morrell, up and out. Count 1-0.
I'll tell you why. The Gatemen have to worry more about getting this to the top of the order as we venture into the ninth. They're only at the 5-hole hitter.
1-0 called, strike one. The fastball paints the outside half.
Just think about it, Cade. If they go 1, 2, 3 here, then you're banking on the bottom of the order, and those aren't your best hitters.
1-1. Chop foul back towards the Gateman dugout on the first base side. Well, typically in a normal batting order, yeah, you're right, Cam, but here tonight, the bottom of the order has produced for the Gatemen. Carter Graham with a hit, Derek Fabian with a hit, and Will Rogers, a game-tying 2 RBI double in the 7th. The 1-2 offering to Morrell, up and away. Count even at 2-2. And really the top of the order is what's hurt the Gatemen tonight. 2 for 11. 2-2. Fastball just outside. Frick thought he had strike three. Was ready to make the throw around the infield. Instead, the count goes full.
Morrell got really lucky. That looked like it painted the corner.
Lefty on righty. Payoff pitch. Hard chopper back with the middle. Ranging on is pegged from short behind the second base bag. He makes the throw in time. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Gateman trailing by a run.
I don't want to do too much scoreboard watching, but Falmouth is 7 points up on Wareham with 8 games to go, and the Commodores just beat Hyannis 12-5. So right now the gap is 9 points. What that would mean further into the week is if Falmouth wins another game and Wareham loses a couple more, this team's out of the playoffs.
First pitch to Blake Wright. Sent back to the backstop for strike one. The Gatemen stepped into tonight 3.5 games out of that playoff spot, or as you said, Cam, 7 points. Now the lead grows to 9. The Gatemen will try to make that up with a come-behind victory here this evening. 0-1 pitch. Outside. Count even at 1 apiece.
What I find to be the most interesting part of this playoff push for the Gatemen, yes, they've been struggling. I still think they can do it.
They're not over yet. The 1-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Fastball on the outside that Wright gave chase to. Base is clear. 2 outs, bottom 8. Sandy looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2 misses outside. Fastball trying to see if once again Wright would chase away. Count even at 2-2. Wright 0 for 3 tonight. Did drive in a run in the 4th. 2-2, lined out of play. First base side. We'll see it once again. Fastball from Sandy has consistently sat 91 to 93. That one at 92. The left-hander out of North Carolina, facing his 4th batter of the evening. The 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep left field. Back is slight. He ranges to his left, makes the catch in the gap to end the inning. Down go the Gatemen in order, and we go to the top of the 9th. Bourne leads 4-3. Do they need any more insurance? They'll try to cash in on some. We come back on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
Local craft beer, great food, games, outdoor beer garden, and live music. That's all at Stone Path Malt. Better malt, better beer. Conveniently located across from Wareham Crossing in the West Wareham Industrial Park. Check them out.
The law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exifaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Whether a night at the tap room for pub grub, dinner for the family, or a full-service catered event, Minkle Boys Catering. Food with passion. Book your event today.
Looking for your dream home on the Cape? Gibson Sotheby's International Realty's dedicated team of real estate professionals are ready to make your dream a reality. Don't just look for a place, discover a home. Each office is independently owned and operated. Sotheby's International Realty is a registered trademark.
Earn a bachelor's or master's degree. Complete a certificate, naming education, and graduate studies at Curry College. In-person and online classes run days, evenings, and weekends in Milton and Plymouth. To learn more about programs in accounting, business, criminal justice, education, nursing, and more, visit curry.edu.
Number 4, Thomas.
We go to the top of the ninth. Bourne leads 4-3. They are the visiting team here at Polar Park, so it's back to the Braves side, led off by Tomas Frick. Mallett's back on the bump, soon to be his second full inning of work. First pitch to the righty hitter, taken for strike one, as the off-speed in the lower half. Mallett's faced one batter to end the seventh. Frick, 1 for 3 tonight. Righty on righty with the bases empty and no outs. The 0-1. Line drive back in the air to center field. Davis trailing back. He makes the catch. 1 out in the top of the ninth. Cam, it's at this point in the evening, with Bourne being the road team in tonight's Cape Cod Classic, that they're just looking to cash in on any piece of insurance run they can, especially with the lead just sitting at a single run.
Especially because the Gatemen are the hardest team to read. You never know, this team could come back in the ninth, distance yourself as much as you can. The Gatemen are hoping for the exact opposite.
Back at the top of the order, the 5th time tonight, here's Bryce Eblin, the designated hitter from Alabama, 1 for 4. First pitch, ground ball through the right side, base hit. A 1-out single for Eblin. It's a multi-hit night for him. They bring up Matt Horvath.
Third Brave that's hit or had a multi-hit performance today.
North Carolina, number 21.
The best case scenario would be a double play ball. It's in effect here. Matt Horvath has walked once, picked up a hit, but he's also struck out and flown out. He hasn't picked up that ground ball variety. And Mallett's is a pitcher that likes to work low in the zone. You can find a way to get it to one of your infielders.
Righty on righty with 1 aboard and 1 away. Pitch to Horvath, cut on and missed for strike 1. Mallett's is really leaning heavy on that changeup, isn't he?
Yeah, because he knows his heater is probably his top pitch. He doesn't want to overutilize it. Wants to wait for that punch-out pitch. He's going to confuse hitters with that changeup and then go with it.
Horvath 1 for 3 tonight. Also drawn a walk. The North Carolina Tar Heel have to wait. A pick off over to first. Back in time is Eblin. You understand why they're checking that bag. Eblin stole second base back in the 5th. His 6th stolen base of the night. Now it's the 0-1. Off speed left, outside and away. Count even at 1 apiece. Bourne scoring runs in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, and 8th tonight. That's their 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. For the Gatemen, 1 in the 4th, 2 in the 7th. 3 runs on 7 hits. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, taken for strike 2, outer edge. Once again, that consistent changeup. I'll be interested to see really what the splits are tonight, Cam, after the game, as to how much and what the usage rate the changeup and off speed for Mallett's is. Well, Eblin's on at first, 1 out in the top of the ninth. A 1-run game in favor of the Braves. 1-2 to Horvath. Ground ball, third base side. Fabian dives to stop. Throws a second for one. Anderson's throw to first. Not in time for two. It'll be a fielder's choice. 5-4 putout. Nice diving play from Fabian to take the lead runner out. That's 2 away in the top of the ninth. With a runner on at first, here's your presumptive Cape League MVP in Matt Shaw.
Doesn't go hitless a lot, does Matt Shaw. He's only had 6 hitless games this summer.
Righty on righty. Mallets is 0 for 4, or excuse me, Shaw is 0 for 4 tonight with 3 strikeouts. Mallets comes set, and his 2-out pitch. Runner goes. The throw is up and away. The throw down from Campos is in time. The Gatemen catch Horvath stealing. And there will be an appeal. I don't think they'll win it. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Gatemen trail by a run. Do they have a comeback in their bones? We'll find out when we come back on the Gatemen Broadcast Network.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Bourne leads 4-3 over Wareham. Can the Gatemen find some fight deep within to tie this game up? That's your number one goal. Your second goal, if you're able to tie it, is and look to win it. Well, the numbers aren't on the Gatemen's side. When trailing after 8 innings this summer, Wareham is 0-14-2. But they'll bring up the portion of the order that tied the game up in the 7th. Let's get some deja vu going, boys. It'll be Carter Graham, Derek Fabian, and Will Rogers due up for Wareham. Each represents the tying run at the plate. And that'll bring up Carter Graham first. Lefty on righty, first pitch fouled away, back behind home plate. Strike one to the fastball. This portion of the order has been great tonight. 3 for 7, a pair of runs batted in from Rogers. He had a double. Fabian was also hit by a pitch. 0-1 outside. Even the count at 1 apiece. Graham, a player who I think is just waiting for a breakout game. Had a Pac-12 best 22 homers this spring. Still looking for his first on the Cape. 1-1. Swing through an off speed. Did Graham for strike 2. Sandy from the bump. Turns and deals the 1-2. Cut on and missed for strike 3. 1 away in the bottom of the ninth. First strikeout of the evening for Sandy. He's now retired all 5 batters faced.
Number 37, Derek Fabian.
So now you get to the portion of the order that doesn't really have a lot of home run pop. And Derek Fabian, Will Rogers, and hopefully Ryan Campos at the top of the order. You got to find a way on the bases, Cade.
Fabian homered 3 days ago against Yarmouth Dennis. He's 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Count 1-0. Make sure you stick around after tonight's game. Of course, even if this ends in a tie, we're done after 9 innings. You are playing still by Cape League rules, even in a minor league ballpark. We invite you to stay tuned for the South Coast Health post-game wrap-up. 1-0 pitch. Fastball inside. Ball 2. And 2-0 offering to Fabian. Swing through a fastball outside. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Two one pitch. Fabian fouls it away to even his count at 2-2. Fastball clocked at 91. Gatemen trail by a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. With the bases empty and 1 away, Derek Fabian's at the plate. A 2-2 pitch. Upstairs. Off speed stays up. Count goes full.
Do you give him the green light here?
Absolutely. You've got to try to make up this deficit here. You don't want to go down looking if a breaking ball finds its way into the zone. The payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit into right field. A 1-out single for Derek Fabian. That could be all the Gatemen need. He's the tying run in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Wow, 6 hits in his last 5 games for Derek Fabian. And oddly enough, as the team has struggled against lefties, Derek Fabian's been phenomenal against left-handed pitchers, and he just proved it there, going to the opposite field, finding that elusive gap that's been completely thwarted out of the Gatemen's minds, and he finds it for a base hit.
Here's Will Rogers, the left fielder from Arizona State. 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. He hit a 2 RBI double into the left center field gap back in the 7th to tie it. Lefty on righty, first pitch. Fouled away, right side. Count 0-1. A big spot right now for Rogers. And that 2-run double was his first hit with the Gatemen this summer. Can he find a multi-hit game and give the Gatemen a little bit of a comeback in the bottom of the 9th? Down by a run with Fabian on at first and 1 away. The 0-1 pitch from the left-hander. Line drive, right side. Shaw, diving stop from second. His throw to first is just in time to retire Rogers. Meanwhile, the tying run in Fabian moves to second base. That ball nearly poked through. Unless you have an MVP at second base and Matt Shaw, well, it's a sliding stop.
He is unbelievable. Slid and then lost his balance on the slide as he slipped on the outfield grass, still able to stay on his back knee, throw it over to first with enough pace. But hey, tying run is in scoring position. That's all you would want for a player in Ryan Campos that's uber patient at the dish.
Campos 2 for 3 tonight with a double and a walk. He's got Fabian at second base. Trade places with him if you can. The Gatemen trail 4-3. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, is lefty on lefty. First pitch. Fastball outside, count 1-0. Well, it all comes down to Campos. Looking for his first home run since July the 2nd. That was 23 days ago. Slow clap echoing around the ballpark. The 1-0. Off speed stays outside. Ball 2. Fabian singled with 1 away moments ago. He stands in scoring position at second base. Infield playing back. Outfield at normal depth. 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1 is the fastball outer edge. Campos at the dish. The Gatemen trail by a run with Fabian at second base in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. The 2-1. Campos grounder right side. Brito on the stop. He races to the bag to end the game. The Gatemen will strand the tying run in the bottom of the 9th at second base as Bourne wins it 4-3 from Polar Park. A tough go tonight for the Gatemen as they fall by just a single run to Bourne. And in a game that Wareham battled. Boy, they battled. A game-tying 2 RBI double from Rogers in the 7th. Really thought the momentum is finally on this Gateman team's side after a long 2 weeks. But now the winless streak stretches to 15 days, as in the top of the 8th inning, it was an RBI single from Enos to drive in what would be the game-winning run for Bourne. Cam will take a short break, come back to wrap things up. From Polar Park tonight, Bourne wins it 4-3. Stay tuned for the South Coast Health postgame show when we come back on the Gateman Broadcast Network.
Summer is here, and we are finally back to enjoying all our favorite outdoor activities. As temperatures rise, so does the risk for unexpected injuries. South Coast Health Urgent Care Centers are open, safe, and here to provide the care you need when you need it. Our 7 locations are open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. Walk-ins are welcome, and having a South Coast Health physician is not required. Visit southcoast.org/urgent care to check wait times and reserve your spot today.
Back at Polar Park in Worcester, Massachusetts from the Cape Cod Classic, Bourne takes the crown tonight over Wareham. Bourne 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. For the Gatemen, 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and also 7 runners left on. Cam, a 1-run loss tonight for a Wareham team that was just that close to getting it done for the first time in 15 days.
But for the first time in 15 days, the Gatemen didn't shoot themselves in the foot. And that's a positive you can take into the final 7 games of the season. Just came up a bit short. The Bourne Braves have now won 3 in a row. They've been uber successful, not just at the plate, but on the defensive side. A big reason why now they're chasing Hyannis and Catuit, mainly Hyannis, who just lost today to Falmouth for that 2nd spot in the West Division. If you're Wareham, you got to look at this one as a positive and say, we were never out of it.
A big moment came up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Down by a pair, Will Rogers, who had been hitless in his first game with the Gatemen, and 0 for 1 on the night, laced a 2 RBI double into the left center field gap to initially tie this game up. And Cam, you have to think back to that play. Rogers would have easily had a stand-up double, but he tried stretching it for a triple. It would have been the first triple of the summer for Wareham. And instead of having the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base, he was thrown out at third.
And Ryan Campos had a single following that attempt. So Will Rogers would have easily scored, and this game could be completely different. But hey, I rest on the laurels. You can't talk about hypotheticals in the game of baseball, especially because Will Rogers delivering in that moment. Derek Fabian getting a couple base hits. If you told me that before the game, I would say, okay, this is a win for the Gatemen. So individually, Wareham picked up little wins. How can they capitalize on opportunities to pick up that ultimate win? We'll see in the final 7 games of the year.
Well, we take a look at your final lines across the board. The winning pitcher tonight, Cade Boxrocker. He improves to 2-0 on the season after pitching 5 innings with 3 hits, 1 run allowed. It was earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Meanwhile, your losing pitcher is Josh Mallets. He moves to 0-1 this evening for Wareham. Mallets 2 1/3, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, and a strikeout for the Ole Miss right-hander. Well, we take a look at your offensive side for the Gatemen, and 3 batters tonight have multi-hit games. More times than not, when that happens, you're going to come away with a victory, but not the case for the Gatemen. Ryan Campos, 2 for 4, Diodati, 2 for 4, and Derek Fabian, 2 for 3, with a hit by pitch. Cam, you look ahead on the schedule. Coming up tomorrow, the Gatemen are back in a Cape Cod ballpark as they will play host to Yarmouth Dennis. A 6 p.m. first pitch from Spillane Field. The second time the Gatemen will face this Red Sox team in just 5 short days. You go back a couple days ago, and at their place at Red Wilson Field, it was a double-digit loss for Wareham.
But the positive for Wareham is they were close in this one. Yarmouth Dennis just got crushed by Catuit 12-4. got to take your little wins if you're Wareham in this situation. The pitching was really good today, maybe not on the front end, but definitely on the back end. The offense was finally clicking on most cylinders. If I'm a Wareham fan, I look more at a guy like Max Anderson, right, or another player, maybe even a Carter Graham who finally got a base hit today, and say, okay, Anderson needs that base knock for Wareham to be successful, and can Carter Graham and Derek Fabian replicate their performances today? You're taking on a YD team that has solidified its playoff spot in the East, but they're coming off a tough loss. I think you can ride some momentum on this close loss.
Before we close things out for you tonight, your final score here at Polar Park. Bourne takes down the Gatemen 4-3. Cam, one last look around the Cape at other finals.
Let's look at the Cotuit Kettleers take down YD, like I mentioned, 12-4. With the Hyannis loss, Cotuit moves to first in the West Division. Hyannis is now second. For Bourne, they're now just a couple points behind the Hyannis Harbor Hawks after Hyannis was taken down 12-5 at the hands of the Falmouth Commodores. That's not good news for the Gatemen. Wareham is now 9 points out of a playoff spot. A reminder, only 8 out of the 10 teams make the playoffs. 5 teams in each division. The 5th team in each division does not make the playoffs. Right now, Wareham is in 5th place in the West, 9 points behind with 7 games to go. To put that into perspective, if Falmouth wins the next couple games, Wareham unable to, with 5 games to go after the off day on Thursday, Wareham would be looking down or looking up from an abyss because they'd be out of the playoffs.
It looks to be Mount Everest, but Mount Everest has been climbed before. Don't give up on this team just yet. With the loss, the Gatemen fall to 11-20-6 on the year. With the victory, Bourne improves to 17-14-6. The Gatemen back at home tomorrow from Spillane Field, a 6 p.m. first pitch, playing host to the YD Red Sox. Well, this has been a remarkable experience tonight at Polar Park, home of the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox. We thank you all for making us a part of your evening. Your final score one final time. Bourne defeats Wareham 4-3 in the final meeting between the two teams this summer. For Claire Foley and Cameron Ezeir, I'm Cade Crenshaw, saying so long from Worcester, Mass. And until next time, friends, as always, remember to smile.